bringing misinformation when that information ain't disinformation. That's disinformation. Gotta know the difference in information. Get information with the pseudo killer army hunting pseudo. Cause you gotta train your mind to fight against them pseudo judo. People with the scholarship salute, we give them kudos. But the people with that look of shit, we look and see straight through those like telescope. If you ain't speaking fast, we gotta tell them folks and let them know the truth. You bringing malinformation to blast, then you the Ku Klux. Like say, don't talk me to death, bro, what the proof of? Good juju chillin', why you wanna go way bad juju up? Shalom boy got the tank in the cut. I'm in Sosa world plotting on the kick though with Kent. Come and Tiffany gave me the pseudo names on the list and said went and got the low. Anthony got him in the scope, Gullah and goes. He make sure DNA ain't a problem for them folks, cause a pseudo gon' die, they saw us. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. Pseudo gon' die, they saw us. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy.
We're not attacking individuals, we're attacking the information and attacking the methodology. This is long time coming right here. Let them know that we right there, running neck and neck with all other communities. We will not be left behind.
We're not attacking the individual. We're attacking the information. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie. A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's Atheist Friday, man. What's good, man? Community skeptics on deck, man. Pseudo killers forever. Hey, man, look, I like to make sure that my friends always stay relevant. Y'all see the title of the show, Great Apes and the Lost Hebrews, a case of the flying monkeys. Human evolution versus Naphtali. They say, man, don't mispronounce her name. I say, man, I don't listen, man. Listen here. I like to make sure that my friends stay relevant. Trust me, 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy, can't get it. Y'all already know it. I want to make sure that I keep my friends relevant. So we're going to really have this great conversation. And we're going to start off with the Facebook post. We want to make sure she's relevant. We're going to keep her. She asked for it, so she got to get it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? How they say, don't poke the bear. Don't feed the animals. Don't do it. I'm just trying to, where is Juju at? I don't see her. Maybe I gave her the wrong link. Maybe she keep hitting the wrong link. I don't know where she at, but I know we go ahead and get this thing lacking, man. Yo, this your spot for the intelligent conversation all times, man. We're gonna make sure we do it. Black Panther, I see you. What it do? What it do? What it do? Pseudo Killer Army, what it do? Lamar Pope, what it do? Pseudo Killer Army, what's good with you? What it do? What it do? What it do? Ramon, I see you. What it do? What it do? What it do? Man, hit that like button, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that Cash App. Building that war chest, man. You know we got some serious people coming through here, man. I see you, West African. YDNA, I see you. MVP is in the building. Man. Hey, Cuban Crisis, what's going on? Stimuli Guard, what up with you? Man, y'all already know what it is. We about to get this thing cracking, and we gonna be on fire tonight. It's Atheist Friday when we pick a person that needs to be banged on because they got too slick with their religion. Way too slick for me. But the first thing I would like to do is, man, I like to give a moment of silence. All right. For Sabio, man. All right. His mother passed. So I want to give a moment of silence to Sabio, man. You know, long time supporter, man. Appreciate his fight and fighting for scientific literacy. So a moment of silence for his mother. Man, let's get it, man. We right up in this piece like we supposed to be, man. Let me see. Where Juju? Where you at, Juju? Where's you at? Where you at? And I know I sent the right link. Where are you? All right. Let's get it cracking. Well, let's see. Hey, listen, man. Also want to say, got that premiere, that documentary at about 10:30, 10:45. All right. It's the official documentary. Okay. It's a Latin breakdown of hip hop's Latin connection. All right. Before you start making assertions and all that, all right, I want you to watch and see what they're saying. Take your time, take off your biased glasses, take them off, because I see you. I already hear your mind cracking and thinking. Take it off, right? And we put the scholarly approach on, put your scholar glasses on and see what it is you're supposed to see. Make sure you don't miss nothing, man. We look at everything from the academic lenses, man. That's how we do it. So that's going to be premiering at about 10:30, man. Y'all go over there and check it out. See the premiere, right? It's part 1 to the part 2, man. Shout out to Clone, Dr. Clone, right? You want to support the brother in his work. I don't care what the rest of y'all say. I ain't even listening to y'all on that, right? I'm saying we all in the struggle to grab back what was stolen from us, right? So we fight this struggle together. We don't let nobody separate and divide us. We don't do that. That ain't how you win. Because I'm taking it back to, I remember the destruction of the black civilization, great issues in race, 10,000 BCE to 2000. And he said that was the number one thing. Too busy squabbling and fighting, yo, and not seeing their impending doom. So I'm saying, man, we're going to attack this right, man. Make sure y'all support that documentary, man. He's giving us permission to go ahead and premiere that, man. I want the community to be well armed in all endeavors. Let me see what I'm looking at. Why is she going to say I didn't give her the right thing? I don't know, I did. I did send a link. Oh, man. What? Wait, really?
You just sent the link. Don't play with me.
Ben sent it.
Y'all, I'm going to take a picture of the email, and y'all going to see the last time he sent the StreamYard link. Man. Okay? He just sent it, y'all. At 9:49.
Huh? Well, I sent the wrong one?
Yes, you sent the old one, bro.
How? I ain't even had no old
one at
shows.
9:49.
I ain't had no old shows, but I ain't had no old
January 31st.
Did I do that?
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta apologize. Oh, wait a minute. I apologize. 9:27. But see, you messed me up because you sent one through one email and then you sent other stuff through another email.
Did I?
See? Yes.
I ain't know I did that.
You did that
on purpose. I ain't doing it on purpose.
That's what messed me up. I'm sorry.
You know, it's Atheist Friday. It was definitely the hand of God. It was the hand of God.
It was the hand of God.
That's the only thing God can do is mess you up a little bit. He ain't gonna give you no extra money for rent and make sure you don't end up in a strange place. He ain't doing none of that. That's way too much. He ain't gonna make sure everybody on the same page at the same daggone time. He ain't gonna. That's too hard to tell everybody who he is at one time. He gonna wait 350,000 years Leave us ignorant for 350,000 years. Let us create all the fake gods until we get to the Middle East, and then God pop up, the real one.
Oh my goodness. Funny.
You sitting there believing that. I got some swamp property on the moon.
Conscious
Hey man,
engineering.
y'all already know, man. This show is brought to you by Conscious Ingenuity, man. All right, we building character, confidence, and capabilities through STEM. After all I just said, man. See, that's y'all problem. See, when you say something that's correct, right? Y'all so over the line, over the top, and out of touch with your history, right? Did you actually think when I say Christian, they got the God? See,
Yep.
that's the same thing they tried to holler on golf. Big up the golf field, man. Make sure you go over there, man. He got a fire shoulders on Thursday too. Yeah. Vocab Malone talking about he got the right guard. That was a good conversation. Go over there and look at that. We're gonna do it. Chris, did Chris do a show on that yet? He's supposed to be doing something on that. I want to do it after you did that. But anyway, man, yeah, this brought to you by Conscience Ingenuity. Shout out to Dr. Oya Mayat. Shout out to her class, right? Shout out. Had an excellent week. Had a couple classes, couple lectures today, and just big up. And I appreciate that opportunity that was bestowed on me to pass on this information to the young men and women, to the young women and young men. Appreciate that. Serious work. So let's get to the Facebook post. This is what we really came for, right? 50,000 in the building. 50,000 in the building. All right. Let me see here. Oh, let me fix that. Man, I had the thing wrong. What's wrong with Juju? I'm trying to set the premiere. Had the premiere wrong. Okay, well, how I get the premiere right? Shit. Goodness gracious, man. I told you what they be doing, yo.
It ain't my fault. I was
Right.
trying to help you.
It'll be Christmas. Hold on.
Man. Shout out to Anthony Bowman, PK official.
Anthony Bowman. Man, big up to Anthony, man. Big up to your son, bro. Tell him I said, yo, big up.
To nephew.
Inspiration, yo. Stay in the fight.
Facts.
For sure. Yeah, ain't got no quit in him. That's all it take.
None.
All right. How can I get you to? I want to set the time back. I set it for tomorrow. How dare thou do that of? The thou did that of. That's the Bible we talking to. How did thou did of? I didn't. Ain't the day 8? What's the 8th, right?
My God. It's the 7th, my God.
Oh, what happened? Oh, snappy. All right. Okay. There you go. I fixed it. Dang. All right, fixed it. There you go. All right, let's get to this Facebook post, man. This Naphtali, I'm gonna make her famous. She was quiet for like 2 years when we beat her down last time. Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and she kind of raised her. We gotta make sure she straighten up her head wrap a little bit. It's a little crooked, so we want to make sure we get that straight for her. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness. I thought that's the right one, bro. Let me see.
Shout out to Licia, Lady Killer, PK Army. What up, sis? Let's see. Shout out to Sosa. PKO.
All right, let me find it there. All right, here we go. We about to get it. We about to get it. We about to get it.
I'll catch the rest of y'all in a minute.
All right. All right. Yeah, we on it. You asked for it. Shouldn't actually ask for it.
Yeah, y'all definitely asked for it. You want to play in people's
Yeah,
face?
she want to make sure we keep it
I
relevant.
got
I don't have a
time.
problem keeping it relevant. I definitely don't have a problem.
Or she looking for
I
new
give you a chance.
friends. I
Yeah,
don't got friends.
You know
Naphtali.
you know what's horrible about the situation though that really get me the most? Why is she so if you take all the men, Hebrews, right?
She the
To be in that
smartest.
camp in that area, right? You put them all there, right? And then add her into it. Why is she smarter than all them?
Because they all like a box of rocks. She just happened
How
to
is
be
she
the brightest
smarter than
rock.
all them?
She the
I would
shiniest
never
rock in the
even
box.
put this type of attention on them. Seriously, I don't even mess with the Hebrews because I find them highly uneducated in said subject matter, right?
Oh yeah.
But when it come to her, right, and all her infinite trying so hard, I be like, man, she got some intelligence there, right? So I be thinking though, I be saying, Juju, is she scamming?
She definitely scamming.
You think she's scamming? I don't
But
think she's scamming. I
she
know
ain't
she's
smart enough
intelligent
to
enough to
know better.
scammers.
She ain't smart enough to know better. I tell you that.
No, you know, we say y'all don't do this is a server conversation. We go back and forth with the set server and the server. Big up to all the pseudo killers. Kent, everybody. And you know, we be saying, is they scamming? So if you highly intelligent, right? I be saying, yo, you smart enough to read a couple of you stop it, you scamming, right? And they all got no confirmation bias and all that. Confirmation bias ain't no joke. Read up on it, all that, doubling down on stuff, all that, right? But Naphtali, right? I'm just saying she's smarter than the rest of the rocks over there because they're boxing. She's smarter than that, right? But I'm not sure if she's scamming. I just don't think.
If she's okay.
I think she got to straighten up her hair wrap a little tight, loosen it up a little bit. You get
the wrap or the wig. Which one?
Come on, African American women wear wigs, so you tripping.
I didn't say nothing bad about the wig. I said which one is tight. Your wigs can be too tight sometimes. Don't do that. Don't do that. I said which one is tight, too tight, the wrap or the wig, and I'm making a factual statement.
Yeah, with that, look, what you wild, yo. All right, man.
Nah, we can't be too sensitive because sometimes they be having the clips in the back too tight. That'd be a thing. Stop playing, bro.
You think the clips in the wig are too tight?
That's definitely a wig, bro.
Oh,
we don't need no proof.
Big up the herd. Chill.
But yeah. Shout out to all the black women who you know who can embrace their versatility. Be wigs, natural braids. So I'm not damning on that. I'm asking if it's too tight. Damn it. Don't play with me.
Did it get tight based off of the evolutionary process?
With Tony.
Or from the hand of God.
Say that
again. Oh man.
I don't low blow nobody's social dilemma.
Damn, low blow, man. Come on. Much crash if they need to put me the man. Listen here, man. We gotta have some fun, bro. And I'll attempt to teach each other because one group is wrong. I'm gonna let y'all know both of us can't be right on this one. This ain't the one, yo, both is right. No. This is not one of them. This is not one of the moments. It's not. It's definitely not one of the moments. I hate to tell y'all, it's not. Okay, just for the record, it's not one of the moments where both of us is right. Yeah, one group is completely nuts and have lost their mind. All right, and this is the part that's interesting. One group is nuts and have lost their mind and ain't thinking clearly. Big up to Cedric.
Facts,
right?
Cedric.
And following racism, white supremacy. And there's a line there. One fall on one side. I'm telling you right now, ain't no in between on this one here. Y'all can say y'all both. Somebody is following racism, white supremacy, and ignorance, and somebody is actually following what it is, how it really occurs, how you can verify it, how you can prove it, all that. I'm telling you, man, but somebody has lost their mind here, yo. Trust me, yo. And I do mean that.
They definitely lost their mind when they started tagging me on their Facebook posts. And I tell the lady she beautiful every time I see her, trying to big up
you ain't
another
never,
sister.
you
So I
ain't
ain't
never
never
said nothing
stepped out
wrong.
of line. So if I
Never.
step across the line and I try to drag her, then that's because she asked for it. She's literally asking me to. So
Yeah,
I don't want to hear none of that in the chat. You can keep it
you ain't
because I'll
never.
drag you too, right along with her. How about that?
Yeah, you ain't never said nothing. We're gonna keep it clean over here, though. We're gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it cute. I ain't cursed yet. You know, my voice level's nice.
How they say it? F about it? How they say it? What they be saying now?
It's
F about it. It ain't. No.
Naphtali?
No, not that. It's something they be saying. It's stickers. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
F going on.
Oh,
F going on around here.
I don't hate her, Lisa. Shoot, that's the thing. I be trying to give her hints because she be, jumping, off the ledge on the pseudoscience stuff. So I'll be trying to give her hints to help her out, but she just want to debate. We can debate.
All right. Here we go. All right, we want to do that. Nah. Yeah, we're gonna start off with this. This came across our desk.
Yeah, to pull out the file.
The Bureau Investigation. It was on the. It was we seen it right on the facts came over. Okay, the facts came over. We pulled the records. We pulled the records and we say this is a habitual offender.
Habitual. Like who even gave her probation? She was never supposed to get early release.
Man, we're like, was it a mistake and give her early release?
Clerical error, human
error.
Had
to have been that. I think it was a clerical error. And here it go. And as soon as she get out of dum-dum, I mean, she get out, she's an habitual offender. She starts writing this. As soon as she get out, ain't been out for 2 days. All right, ain't been out for 2 days, and she come with this.
Got contraband and everything on her.
Contraband. We caught it with wild form. She been putting formulas in there. Watch this. It says, Unc West need to get his flying monkeys under control. Can somebody? You know what? We're gonna talk about the racism around monkeys and how Europeans actually did that to us.
Right.
And so much so, right? They, like the first person that they even showed as a monkey was Charles Darwin. Seriously, right?
Ooh,
and then that's a real slur, right? For black people calling them monkeys, right? And for her to reach back into a toolkit and not only monkeys but flying monkeys. Now I thought it was funny.
I ain't in the Wizard of Oz. This ain't that.
Wizard of monkeys only fly in the Wizard of Oz, though.
In the Wizard of Oz. This ain't no place like home. Mama slept.
So our lesson today is going to be on flying monkeys. How wing develops, how the embryo develops wings and all that. See, we're going to get you. So she says, Aunt West need to get his flying monkeys under control. Julanda, Tariq Miles, neither of them have, look, watch this. And this one, it get just wild. Neither of them have broken down this simple equation. So this is the equation, a rock plus clouds plus.
Brain. That first one is her brain. And that's what's in her brain. The second one.
And what's this, the time clock? Is that the thing you're saying in it? A billion years equals soup. Is that chicken noodle soup? Them people. I asked you once before, what is it?
Not them people with the black person. So what is she? Oh, she's a Hebrew. So she's anti-black now?
All right, let's play this. There's something in here.
Oh my God. I didn't even dissect it. Quana?
Motherfucker that look just like me. Apes. It'd be a bunch of apes and shit out here. Just lynching me.
Huh?
I don't even know what that was on that post right there.
Lynching? What?
Monkeys. So
Oh,
let's read
boy.
it. Mike Carter. They believe this BS? He laughing. Ha 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 ha. And he got on the red, black, and the green. Let's see. Hey, Mike, you know you got on
Oh,
the red, black,
boy.
and the green, yo. Look. He got on a
Oh,
beret. He think he
God.
in the 60s. He think he what? Mike in the
Nah.
60s. Mike tripping. Mike got the Black Panther hat on. That's what I'm saying. All that African center. I'm telling you, yo. He got the beret on with the sunshades,
Don't do
arms
African
crossed,
center. No,
and he's
sir.
supposed to be African something. Look, he got the red. He got on.
Look
That's the
at
cheap
you.
green. It's the
He
cheap
can't even
green.
name one city in West Africa with his arms crossed like
And got a
he
nerve. Look. This the worst part, right? He got a nerve to have John Henry Clark sitting there. And then he ain't got enough sense to make the picture fit right. So his
ain't
head is
never
chopped
one
off.
but-
Can somebody get this guy out of here, please? Fix
Oh
that,
my
sir.
God.
Yeah, on his post. Look, university, no school, university. So right. Yeah, come on, Mike Carter. Knock it off, Mikey. Come on, Mike. Knock it
Yeah.
off, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, knock it off. You out here.
Anything. Ain't
You
that the
can't even fit the picture
commercial?
on there.
Give it to Mikey.
Give it to Mike. Hey, Mikey.
Anything.
Okay, let's read this. Mike is out of here. Who does Israel Daweed Ibn Yahudi? Flying
Isn't
monkeys. He
it supposed
think
to
it's
be
funny.
David?
Look. Wizard of Oz. Look, here you go. Look. Here you go. Wizard of Oz. Look.
Yep.
All right. I like it. Kunan, look at Kunan.
Nah.
Ain't Kunan got what he got on his head? What Kunan got on his head? Let's see. Let's check his
We on
page.
ya.
Kunan.
We on ya, boy.
Look. He over there drinking organic
lay low.
pomegranate juice instead of taking the vaccine. Look, in the Star David.
That he got from the grocery store that's FDA certified. Right.
But wait a minute. What is this? What in the hell do Kunan got on his head, though? Let me get this off here. Hold on.
Oh, he got a pseudo hat on.
He got a pseudo hat. Kunan.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hold on, man. Let me get here because Kunan got the pseudo hat on.
You might as well go ahead and log in.
I ain't logged in.
Lakota.
I don't
Hi,
even know my code.
Lakota.
Big up to Lakota. She's in the pseudo killer army.
She is.
Time enough for the pseudo Indians. Oh, hold on. Wait, Kunan, we trying to figure out what's on your head, bro. What is that?
What is that?
Is that like from the 10 Commandments?
That is.
I think he from the 10 Commandments, yo. What's that actor name?
That is got to be.
Who was the actor in the 10 Commandments?
You talking about Ben-Hur?
The one that played Moses in the 10 Commandments? Nah. What's the
Louis
actor?
Heston or something like that.
The white guy, yeah, he looking like that. Look, he got a somebody that sold up.
Name in the chat. Wasn't that
Somebody
Charles
that
Heston?
Yeah, he's Charlton Heston. Look, the black Charlton Heston. Look at him. He got the look at that, man. How much time did it take to put the pseudo hat on? He tripping. Garments for sale. They selling it. And he actually out there to be selling that.
How are they Hebrew Israelites, but that look like African fabric?
Oh, why did they do that, man? Oh,
Charleston Heston or Hester.
Hey, Charleston Heston.
Yeah, we got it. I got it. I had the whole Ben-Hur collection back in the day, so it just took me a little minute.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, bro. Let that go. Get off of it, man.
I
All
need
right,
that.
Let's see. Jelana. Oh, you need some clout. Yeah, she won. That's why we, yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you want to, what do you say, what do you have the capacity to debate about? You want to debate about 6,000-year-old timeline? Yep. Here's a smart person. Oh, she was like, the valley is real.
That's
he.
He.
You're talking about. That's a
Sorry,
he?
that's
okay.
He. Yeah. He just got a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got his girl up there.
Yeah.
The valley, the Philly, it is real.
Infinite lines.
What you ignorantly fail to realize is before you can have a debate or any conversation concerning your supposed heritage, you must provide analytic evidence, observable proof that you are Abraham's descendant, and or that he even existed. I'm not going to sit here and debate with somebody who has not established those facts first. I'll check back with you tomorrow and see if you establish those facts.
Yep, that's the
It's
dagger.
done. And the serial killer server, Marcus Sharp says, some people are just ignorant, incoherent when it comes to science. Maybe they punch drunk. Imaginary gods and bloodline.
Oh
Pure
my
foolishness, says Robert Burnham. Pure foolishness. Why would you continue to show how uneducated you are? Man, she getting beat up on her own poke.
I know.
Debate everyone took this Eric Solomon. Oh man. Okay.
I think he was laughing at it. You know, like debate Earth only being 6,000 years old. Because how are you going to
come
debate
with this? She come with this.
Oh, this is the second one, y'all.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Read that.
She might have a girl crush. I don't do that, Naphtali. No, 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 no. Highlight boy. I'm really making some waves. I've been called bees and dumb ass by the pseudo killers.
Never did that.
I sure didn't do that. So she's
I would
lying,
never
y'all.
disrespect you like that.
By the pseudo killers and Tariq Gas. And then I have this woman, Jolanda Zachary, who I've never heard of, told me I'm clout chasing because I don't take no mess from anybody that's attacking me. Oh my God, she's funny. She sounds like a white girl. That's how white girls do. They attack you and then they play the victim. Now again, I have not attacked anyone. Personally, I only go after your doctrine. Now, what we could debate, young lady, is not intelligence versus intelligent design.
Crazy.
I don't have to get personal. I just get the facts. These people are very sensitive about their doctrine.
So let's bring out the complete nonsense. First of all, science is not a doctrine. Like, if you can't get past that barrier, you're in trouble. I'm gonna say this again for those all the way in the back on the yellow bus with your seatbelt on. You're scared you're gonna fall off and hit your head. It's not doctrine. What your practice is doctrine. Charles Darwin, Negro, I don't know what all that stuff it is. Reuben, look, the 12 tribe. Look, like, what is that? Right? I don't know what that is. But I'm sorry that you're going through hell for this. I think it's time for money debate. That's like wages. Is you just, hey, Mike Carter, you just trying to holler at us something? Yo, you ain't doing that. You step up, Mike. Hit that link too, Mike. Look at that. Who is that? They're not going to accept the challenge yet.
Wait.
What?
Pause.
My beard on
Who
it.
the heck? King Mike. Who
Go ahead,
the heck
read that.
is you talking about?
In the mic,
What
in the
you
thing. We
talking
about
about, King Mike?
stay on this though. Stay on this, Juju. Where you
Go
at?
ahead.
Don't worry about Mike. Who is Mike?
Nobody, because he
Okay,
obviously
leave
don't know
Mike alone.
what you talking about.
Don't worry about it, Mike. Make sure you step up in the chat. Step and hit that link. I can't even read that.
Exactly.
Who? Can you read that? Go ahead,
What?
Juju. I'm not.
Shalom.
Right here, next. Who?
Shalom. Alum
So
will
what
judge
the hell is that?
those false teachers of their wickedness. Them camps got it bad. Shalom Aburaka. Huh? So is you Muslim Hebrew? Because
I don't know.
Wow. Y'all making it up now. Y'all just making that up now. Girl, you know me. I said, girl, you know me, because she said she ain't know me, y'all. So does everyone else. We can debate evolution since you want to act brand new. Yeah, I've been trying to get a debate when the past. Excuse me. Jesus, I told you not to do that. Naphtali
told me not to do it.
Yeah. Last year. Because, they'll jump out the window on that.
Can you see my comments?
She's been playing ever since, so.
What's her comments? What does that say? Girl, that's you. What she say? Oh, we can't see her comment. Oh, all right.
Yeah, stop talking because she playing. I don't got time to play. But my pictures are cute, so maybe that's what it is. She hating. I don't know. Because I ain't never said nothing to her. You can't find nothing on my page nowhere me ever mentioning Naphtali Israel.
Yeah,
ever.
we don't. Yeah. We ain't gonna disrespect. We don't got to. We got the high altitude bombers.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
She
So
she
here
not on
you
my
go
pay
again with the
grade.
equation. How would you explain this? A rock,
I
which is
told you
obviously her brain,
that's her skull
some
plus
water,
what's inside
clouds,
of her
big
skull
ears, and water.
plus the 6,000 years she claimed is the
Is that what it's
universe.
supposed to be, yo? Bet
Okay,
you can't make
equals
sense of this simple equation.
nonsense.
It say, but what should you expect from a bunch of primates? Look at
While
this,
she's
man.
a primate.
That's good artwork right there, though. I'm gonna give you an E for
That's
effort with
cute.
that.
Yeah, she be
Evolution has to
doing
be
it.
what? The stupidest religion. Look, you right though. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Man, Shorty, stop
So
projecting.
she's implying that we have no morale because we see no
She
evil.
said that? What she said
No,
that?
but I feel like when
Oh,
you say that, you know.
delusional lady Naphtali deflect like hell. Okay, who is this? Oh, he
Tariq,
changes. Oh, he changes.
yeah, he
Human
just changed
observable
it. Yeah,
evidence.
this would be
Okay.
like the first time she did us, and I don't know, I forgot why.
She did it
He,
before.
he been eating her up, and she just decided to tag me along because it was funny.
Mm. Okay, so let's get into
So
our class now. That's interesting. So that's what spawned all this, right? We want
yeah,
to, we want to make sure our friends get all the, you know, channel time, right? Make sure we can see this. You see,
your
can take it
friend
back to our friends, right? That's your friend.
call me a flying monkey. That ain't my damn. That's
Ah,
not my friend.
I ain't mad at the the flying monkey. She
That ain't
came
my
with that.
friend.
All right,
Mm-mm,
Juju. So we're going to the we this class. We're going
mm-mm,
to deal with genetic toolkit. We talk about some wings and extremities and all that. You
got
got that
you.
one? It's a
Yes,
great
I do.
website for y'all. All right.
Yeah, evolution
Okay.
website.
All right. Absolutely. Just the PBS. All right. I'm gonna put this down in the chat for y'all. All right.
Mhm.
Serious sources right here. All right. A lot of good information in it. All right.
This is out the secret vault because I ain't never seen this. Let me stop.
Yeah. Secret vault called the library. King Mike. It's Black History Month, and y'all want to call yourselves
We're
monkeys.
actually great
Come on
apes.
now. Yeah, we
God,
not
get
monkeys,
right.
great apes, yo. We was monkeys
God,
40 million years
always
ago.
mess it up. 40
Yeah,
million
don't
years of
40 million. Yeah,
divergence.
don't mess that up. Don't get it together.
Yeah, 40
Get it together,
million.
Mike, King Mike. King Mike, get it together. We're gonna drop that link in a minute too. We do it quick
Yeah,
around here.
make
About
sure
to
you
drop the
stay
link.
around, King Mike, since you
Mm-hmm.
got so much to say. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you.
stick
I'm
around,
gonna give
Mike.
you a reason to call me evil.
Don't be chatty in the patty.
Right.
And they call evolution. I can't believe they call evolution
Oh yeah.
a religion. That's just
Yep.
ridiculous. Man, they gotta get past everything. All right, can you see it, Juju? You got yours pulled up. What we gonna
Yeah,
do? How you doing?
I'm gonna read it on my own over here. Just tell me when to stop and go because I'm not on the StreamYard page. So, genetic toolkit. So Neil Shubman and Sean Carroll discuss homebox genes. Sorry, homeobox genes, a set of genes that produce basic body parts in all animals.
Now stop right there.
Mhm.
So at this point, the Hebrews is thinking that they're not animals.
Right.
So this wouldn't be talking about y'all. We're talking about humanity. We're definitely classified as animals. We're not classified as fish.
Right.
And to be serious, humans are apes, great apes.
Correct.
To be certain. All right. And there's no way around that. Even if you try to get around it and say you're going to develop your own classification, we're going to end up, you might change the name, right? But it's still going to end up in the same categories. There's some specific things.
Correct.
All right. Apes have. We look, we can see in color. We have color vision. Okay.
Yeah, it's a taxonomic categorization, and y'all literally, like, y'all be having a conniption fit, be having a nervous breakdown over it. It's, really not that serious. It doesn't change your reality of who and what you are today. It's a taxonomic categorization. So I don't get the offensiveness. You are animal. You're a mammal. You produce milk, you gestate, you take care of your children for a certain amount of time. Those are characteristics of a mammal. So yeah, y'all be weird with it for sure. Continue with it.
All right. Yes.
1994, Walter Gehring discovered the eyeless gene, which guides formation of fruit fly eyes. As an experiment, Gehring put a mouse's eyeless gene into a fruit fly, resulting in normal fruit fly eyes. The same holds true for homeobox genes for wings, legs, even heads. This discovery indicates that animals descended from a single common ancestor that passed along to them a set of homeobox genes used to build a wide variety of forms from just a few basic body plans. And that's from Evolution, Great Transformation.
So let me break it back for you again. All right. We're talking about this genetic toolkit. And the experiment was serious. Okay. How serious was it? They was trying to figure out, what genes did what in different animals and all that. So they took an embryo and they shot it up with ink, some dye. It failed. Shot it up again. The test failed. Over a couple of weeks, it just kept failing for a while. And they got the right strength for the ink and they shot it up. And guess what happened? When it started to develop, it lit up. It lit up. The area that they had actually shot the dye in, okay, it lit up. When it lit up, they seen what it developed. What part of it? Now, if you look at this right here, if you look at this, let me see if y'all can see this real good right here. Let me see if I can make that picture bigger. You see the different colors? So imagine these things on the ground right here represent the genes, right? Each gene is for each segment. Okay? The green, the yellow, the orange, the purple, and all that, that's for each segment. Okay? So when it spoke of the eyeless gene, they took the eyeless gene out of a daggone fruit fly. Okay? They took the eyeless. What did it say? The fruit fly formed the fruit fly eye. Yeah, okay, so they took the gene
For the,
what was
fruit
it?
fly and put it in
Put
the
the
mouse.
mouse eyeless gene into the fruit. All right, so they take the gene. Yes, got it. They take the gene from the daggone fruit fly, right? Am I correct? Or was it the mouse? For the fruit fly. And they put it in the daggone mouse embryo in that same section. And lo and behold, the daggone mouse developed eyes and could see. And then that's when they knew.
They put a mouse's eyeless
gene into the fruit fly, resulting in normal fruit fly eyes. All right, the other way around. But anyway, that was spectacular.
It was spectacular.
Because now, guess what that proved, though, Juju? That proved that we all have a common ancestor. How could you take a gene, an eyeless gene, right? Okay, a gene from a mammal and put it in an insect, and the insect developed eyes is working. Before that, they had no idea that. And it was all based off that test and that embryo development. Craziest thing ever right there. And that's when they knew that the same genes that make the eyes for a bear is the same genes that make the eyes for a bird, is the same gene to make the eyes for an insect. What this absolutely shows is that we have evolved. And we're talking about body plans and embryo development. So go ahead. Where you at? Far back as 19th century?
I got you. Let me get back to evolution. Yes, I'm at genetic toolkit. As far back as the 19th century, it was apparent to some biologists that a simple repeated pattern underlie the differing body structures of animals. It could be seen in the segmented bodies of worms, in the vertebrae of animals with backbones, in the head, thorax, abdomen construction of insects. In all of these, modular units like Lego blocks were arranged in a front to back line down the center of the body. Continue.
Go ahead, hit it.
Yet it was a complete mystery how the blueprints in the developing embryo of these creatures guided the assembly of these complex parts. Only in the past 2 decades have the answer begun to emerge. The development of body plans in all animals is controlled by a remarkable small number of genes, and those genes are virtually identical in all animals. Clues came from instances in which the pattern is marred by mutations in these crucial genes. In fruit flies, for example, or the fly has an extra, no, fruit flies, for example, malfunctioning body plan gene can produce a fly with legs sprouting from where the antenna should be on the head, or the fly has an extra set of wings, or no wings at all. The genes
Hmm.
containing developmental instructions. You want me to pause or keep going?
So yeah, so we talking about the developmental instructions on wings and eyes. Thus, you get the flying monkeys. So while she playing around with the flying monkeys, we want to tell you how them wings actually happen. And so I want you to know that a wing is also a hand, in case you didn't know it, and a hand is also a fin, in case you didn't know it. It's a body plan.
Right on.
And as you look at that picture right there, that's a body plan. That ape, that's showing the different segments of the body plan. But go ahead, Juju.
The genes containing developmental instructions for the body plan are known as homeobox containing genes. The DNA code in homeobox genes directs the cell to make chemical sequences, which in turn regulates still other genes that affect the positioning of cells in the embryo. Interesting. While this sounds complicated, it is far more elegant and simple mechanism than scientists thought it could possibly be. Responsible for the enormous variation we see when we survey the animal kingdom. Homeobox genes. That's
Yeah.
pretty, yeah, that's pretty dope. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
good
super
one.
dope.
Oh, that's a good one. Man, okay.
Yeah, she talking about the flying monkeys.
Ding dong, the witch is home.
Ding
The
dong.
witch is home.
And so, yeah, the monkeys wouldn't actually develop wings, though. That's the point, though.
She ain't dead yet.
All right. They develop limbs. Okay. Hands. All right. So the home box gene, go ahead. Sequence, base pairs, 180 base pairs.
I
You
got
see
you.
it?
Yeah. A home box is a DNA sequence around 180 base pairs long. This regulates large scale anatomical features in the early stages of embryonic development. You're listening, Naphtali? Mutations in a home box may change large scale anatomical features of the full grown organism.
So we talking
Continue.
about embryo development, and we talking about the genes in that embryo development, and how they
Correct.
used to think it was thousands of genes that developed different body plans, and they realized it wasn't. It was very simple and very eloquent at the way this occurred. That it was a few
Correct.
genes that was associated with the body plan, and I showed you. I hope I can get. Let me see. Hold on, man. Here we go again. So you see the colors are going to line up with the different segments of the body. You see that, Juju?
Yes, I
So
see it.
each gene, right, corresponds with a segment of the body.
It's like a
This is
plant.
very eloquent and
Yeah.
very simple. You don't even need. All I'm gonna tell you is just match the daggone color, Naphtali. Okay. Look at the different genes right there, and you can match it up. See that? Let me see if I make it bigger. Do it. All right. See. Take a look at that. All right. Each color corresponds with a section of the body. But this is in any animal, in any insect. The same genes going to do the same thing. Say this again. Same genes will correspond in humans that will make the body plans in humans. What did this teach us? Okay. That we talked about the body plans. And it taught us that we all had a common ancestor, right? That was based off of body plans. See that? Ain't no getting around that, Juju.
Yep.
See how simple that is? It ain't even complex. Man, there you go. Right there. corresponding
That's
colors
dope.
correspond with different segments, right? And you could take that gene and put it in a human embryo, and that back part will develop in human beings, right? Put the PB in human beings, and that'll develop in human beings. It's just it's very simple, and they thought it was something more complex than that, but it was not. I'm gonna find the PBS special for you and give it to you so y'all can watch it. There you go.
That's pretty dope.
It's dope.
Yeah, it
Why y'all
is.
humble evolution ain't real? Evolution, whatever. You just talking crazy right now. So go ahead.
It's
Let's finish it off with this. Coming to the
so
end of it, and we about to drop the link.
where did I stop?
Home box,
Mutation of
right here,
home
home
box.
box.
Okay. Home boxes are
found
found
with
within genes that are involved in the regulation of patterns of anatomical development, morphogenesis, in animals, fungi, plants, and numerous single-cell eukaryotes. Homobox gene encode homeodomain protein products that are transcription factors sharing a characteristic protein fold structure that binds DNA to regulate expression of target genes. Homeodomain proteins regulate gene expression and cell differentiation during early embryonic development. Thus, mutations in homeobox genes can cause developmental disorders. Yes.
That signal get you tough sometime. Mess around, have 6 fingers.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
pretty
just
fascinating. I gotta go up in here. Hoax genes. We talked about this in the Discord.
there
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
See them antennas right there, leg-like structures on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Drophilia with the antennapedia mutation phenotype exhibited homoic, am I saying it right? Homoic transformation of the antenna into a leg-like structures. Yeah. Y'all running around calling people. Come on, man. Y'all gotta just knock this off. And I'm not even saying change of religion at all. That's not what I'm saying at all.
No.
So you want to know the difference between chimpanzees and humans? Developmental regulatory genes. The way we develop is different. The Homo sapiens sapiens stays in the womb longer.
Yeah.
That's why women can die in childbirth. Didn't know that, huh?
Yeah, Fontaine, you're right. They will teach you a lot. This is really good. I'm gonna go back and really look at all
Get
this.
into that.
That's not my wellhouse.
Did I drop that in there?
I'll make it my wellhouse for sure. I can get that. Like I understand that in that first passing.
It's simple. It ain't even
Yeah, it is
complicated.
simple. It's not.
It's crazy.
I was
Thing
like,
ever. That's what
oh
took us so long.
snap!
Yeah.
That works because you can relate it to we understand what developmental disabilities look like, so that would go into that. Perhaps some others. I'm not gonna cross that line until I can validate that. Dakota, you good? It ain't no job. It's volunteer.
What happened? What happened?
Nothing.
Developmental regulatory genes.
That is not an equation, Naphtali. Please stop.
Yeah, she gotta stop that, man. Was she in the chat saying that?
Oh yeah, she in the chat. She said we've been bullying her.
She said that in the chat. You mean to tell me after you made us flying monkeys?
She said we've been bullying her. Let me read it. You guys
call on Yahweh. Call on Yahweh to get us. Yahweh can get us.
Been sitting back listening to the lies you guys teach. You guys have been harassing me. This is hilarious. Oh,
look at this man. Look, here it go. Look. Beautiful sister right there.
Gorgeous.
Putting together a scientific formula.
But your clips and your wig might be too tight, sis. I'm gonna let you know. Just might like to loosen that up so you can get oxygen. Tony told me
to. Y'all indifferent. Y'all in the space.
Yeah. You're gonna keep calling me out on Facebook. Eventually, bad juju is going to like show up. Like, I'm gonna keep it cute, but yeah. I don't play like that, girl. I fight in real life. We ain't doing that here, but my old way.
We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that. I'm gonna put this right here. I want y'all to read this regulatory landscape of
No,
developmental
I'm just saying,
genes.
Juju ain't no joke though. Juju don't play them games. Juju don't run. Okay, yeah, I don't do that. That's my point though. I'm
Stand
older
right
now.
here. She cannot get past this. She getting past none of this. All right, she
I
can't.
don't care about nobody husband.
What? Yeah, you playing too much.
Nothing.
Get
I'm
out
in
the
the
chat.
chat.
Get out that, man. Oh yeah, get off that chat, man.
They said a Darwin award candidate.
Yeah, get out the chat.
Ah,
Y'all
the
funny,
chat
yo.
funny though. God. Oh my God. Okay, y'all too funny. Can you get flies to speak in tongues?
What? Somebody said get the flies to speak in tongues. What in
I
the
mean,
hell
like
is
if we
going
could change a
on?
gene. No, that's funny though.
Oh man.
That's just being funny.
Oh man. Man.
Huh.
Man.
Why? But that's a good lesson. So that's homeobox genes. We talked about what is it, the hoax genes, HOX earlier in the Discord. That's why it's important to join the Discord. You know, heavy hitters be getting it in. It'd be a whole clinic in there. Yeah. And did you share that link? The evolution
Yeah.
library with the chat. Yeah, so we just
Yeah.
gave you something out of, I mean, that's out of Bobby's personal war chest. Okay. That ain't even in the tank. That's
Yeah, what you talking about?
that's out of his stash of ammo and firepower. So
Yeah.
y'all better cherish that.
Yeah. She said the flying monkey, so I just wanted to talk about some development, how the wings and stuff develop. Right. That's all. Right.
Yeah,
That's
that was
all.
pretty short and sweet. That's all we had to say.
That's all we had to say. We want to get to it. And finally, we want to keep you relevant. So I want to give y'all some common characteristics. All right, y'all can simply pull this up on ChatGPT. Put this here for you, Juju. Common, regular. And the finally, don't take this personal. It's just business. We're not bullying you at all. Right? Say nothing negative about you. And I always said you're one of the intelligent ones. That's why I be thinking you might be scamming though, because you're intelligent. I'll be like, how? But I ain't gonna say you scamming though. But I just think I think if you apply your intelligence, then you'll find that you could still practice the religion, the Hebrew religion.
Correct.
You can worship, right? Like African Americans worship in Hebrew style, whatever you want. And still understand that evolution occurs. That's the point I want to make to the Hebrews is going to tap into this. That evolution does not destroy your God. Nope. All that is foolery. You know why? Because you got Copernicus in them, you got Galileo in them. They was funded by the Catholic Church,
the Vatican, the Pope. You got that. What we did it about the space observatory on the property of the Vatican. Like they do that. And you know what?
Yeah.
They give all credit and praise to God for their scientific findings, Naphtali.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Be one of those people. Be one of those people.
Yeah,
don't be willfully ignorant.
But that's why we actually doing this, because African Americans are so daggone religious, right? They so damn religious that they out Jesus Christ. That makes no sense. I'm saying that you can practice your faith, right? And still understand human evolution. So let's see. Go ahead, Juju. Read this. We want to talk about what makes an ape an ape, right? As y'all take y'all baths and showers at night or tomorrow, look in the daggone mirror. And if you fit these qualifications, then you're an ape.
You're a great ape. You're a great ape.
There you go. Boy. Go ahead.
Put great in front of it. Make it feel better. Common characteristics of ape: lack of tails. Unlike many other primates, apes do not possess tails.
Oh, see?
Shoulder mobility. Yeah, I know y'all seen apes, and they be having them shoulders, them arms, and that chest. Y'all already know. Same thing. Apes have wide chests with shoulder blades located on the back, like our shoulder blades, allowing for a wide range of shoulder movement. You can do that.
Move them shoulders around, y'all. If you can move, hey, Juju, where you at, Juju? Right. Look, if you can do this, Hold
Yep.
on. Let me see. Hold on. We're gonna stop this nonsense for a minute. We want to see something. We
Go
want to
ahead.
see if you can do this. You're
You're a
an
grade 8. Yeah, you're a grade 8.
I'm gonna say it again. If you can do this,
You're an 8.
you're an 8. You're a grade 8.
Mhm.
Mobility. You do this, you know, and you're an 8. So as you stand in the mirror tonight before you shower tomorrow morning, however you do it, if you can do this, you're 8. If you got men got a broad chest, you're 8. You turn around the back and don't see a tail hanging down, you're 8. Okay, y'all gotta knock it off. I'm just trying to tell you, right? You didn't know that made you an 8, huh? See, y'all didn't know that made you an 8. That's what's funny. See, we teach it now. Where you at? Enhanced shoulder mobility. All right, go ahead. What else?
That
This
allows
adaptation
you
facilitates
also
behavior.
to swim. Imagine being able to
What
try
does it say?
to swim
Arm
without having
swinging,
a
right?
full
Arm swinging.
ability.
Keep going. Increase what? What the?
Facilitates behavior. Arm swinging. Apes generally exhibit larger brain sizes relative to body mass compared to other primates, supporting advanced cognitive function, extended developmental periods. Apes have a prolonged period of juvenile dependency, during which offspring learn complex social behavior and survival skills. Complex social structure. Many ape species form intricate social groups with established.
Hold on. If you got a clan, you call yourself the Black Hebrews, you're actually doing that. You're forming a complex social structure, ladies and gentlemen. So if you look to your left, look to your right, and you're all wearing the same funny hats, and you're forming a complex social system. Make you 8. Go ahead.
Advanced communications. Apes utilize a variety of vocalizations, facial expressions, and gestures to communicate. Notably, humans and other great apes share common gestures, indicating a shared communicative heritage.
Hold on. Stop. Let's see. We will make sure we messing it up.
You froze.
Right,
do it
there.
again.
Froze. I'm still froze.
You know, but start again. Right.
Hi there. See, facial. Look. All the hand gestures.
Give you mood. Yeah.
See? See?
You stupid.
What's going on here? If you can do that in the mirror, now go in the mirror and do this, say, with that one eyebrow. That's hard to that one eyebrow. That's a compliment.
Yeah, the one eyebrow up, another one down.
All right, there. See what I'm saying? If you can do that, then if you can do this, then you're 8. There you go. So you ain't know it was that easy to be an 8, did you? I bet you didn't.
Of course not.
But I bet you we not monkeys though, huh? We ain't been monkeys for 40 million years. But go ahead. That's another part of the story. Go ahead. Advanced communicate. We did that, right?
Yeah. Dietary flexibility. Apes consume a diverse diet, primarily consisting of plant materials such as fruit, leaves, and seeds, supplemented occasionally by animal matter.
Keep going. These shared traits.
These shared traits underscore the close evolutionary relationship among ape species, including humans, highlighting our place within the Hominoidea superfamily.
Yeah.
They hit me with a word, Hominoidea superfamily. Yeah, so we're hominids. Hominids.
Yeah. Brain size, bipedalism. If you walking up right, you're 8. We got habitual. We walk up habitual. They call us habitual walkers. All right. Tool use. If you picking up a screwdriver, you got advanced tool use. You're 8. Okay. I want y'all to know that chimpanzees are in the Stone Age. Maybe they make tools out of stone. Bipedalism. All right. Habitual. Humans, habitual. Okay. Chimpanzees, occasional. Gorillas, rare. Orangutans, rare, but they can do it. The hips are made in such a way where they can do it. They can't stand up for too long. Their back start hurting. But we are habitual bipedalism. The brain size. Look at the brain size. Our brain's a little bit bigger. Coming from eating meat, our brains got bigger. They got a study that came out to say vegetarians lack enough protein and their brains get smaller. That's why the conscious community is retarded. Let me stop. Let me take that back. Just trying to eat
Dang.
all vegetables, your brain start to shrink. Y'all didn't know
Right.
that, did you? There
Yeah.
you go. Tail
They thinly
presence. Absent, absent, absent. There you
B12,
go.
vitamin B. Yeah, animal byproduct helped our brains to grow. It's a fact. So when y'all talk about all
Well,
this
I'm talking about right now,
vegan,
though. You go vegan, your brain start to shrink.
yeah, but I'm saying when people talk about this vegan stuff, well, you better be careful because you don't want to have these issues when you're getting like in your 50s and 60s and your
Yeah,
capacities are starting to diminish anyway.
yeah,
You want to do
yeah,
things that make them more optimal, not add on to, the decreased abilities. So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, the serious stuff. Know what you're doing.
Yeah, y'all running around here playing. Let me drop that link, man. This is serious one too, right here. I want to drop this for y'all. Characteristics of primates, evolution of primates, man. It's another thing in the kit. Is how we do it, man. We keep the education going. We have fun while we doing it, man. And y'all, man, yeah, that premiered and probably already kicked off already. I'm sure it did. Where we at? Where we at,
What
Juju?
premiere? Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's premiering over there. The
You
hip
got
hop.
2 shows. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Got the hip hop show going for y'all.
I saw.
hmm
No, it
So
says
yeah,
in
we
five.
right there.
It says in 5 minutes.
Okay. Yep, it's
Just to let
5 minutes.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet.
Yeah. I'm dropping that link, man. Y'all know what it is. The link is dropped, man. Let's get it going. Let's have this conversation, man. Right? If you got the Supreme God, let's talk about it, man. It's Atheist Friday, man. Man, hit that Cash App, show some love too, man. All right.
Yeah, big
Build up
that
that war
cash
chest.
app. You know what I'm
All
saying? Hit
right.
that link. Get the green glow. Subscribe to the
Get the
Community
green.
Skeptics channel. Subscribe to
Pseudo
us
Killers.
serial killers. Support all of our
Galaxy and Beyond show. Appreciate you,
exactly
Take Brooks. That's some love right there.
right. Say always showing love. Thank you, fam.
Always
But
book
support our
and
endeavor to spread scientific
yeah.
literacy, please.
And he has the green glow.
Yeah.
At least he reach out his hand. He makes that
What up,
donation
Aaron?
every month. Appreciate you.
Yeah. We dropped that link, man. Everybody was chatty, right? If you chatty, hit that link. All right.
Come on, Naphtali, King Mike.
Hit
Y'all
the
will have
link.
so much
Gonna
to
let you get
say
it
in
out.
the
Gonna let you
chat.
talk about it. Gonna let you get it out, man. Gonna let you get it out. All
Because
right.
Bobby Banger can't keep me in the cage too long.
No, you ain't gonna act. You don't got it. Come on, yo, we won. Man, big up to Cologne, Dr. Cologne. It was documentary, fictional documentary, Latin breakdown. We're gonna pay the other part to it too. All right.
Facts,
We're gonna talk.
Lakota.
Yeah, you made that up. Okay, you want us to test that though? Let's test that. You say chimpanzees' feet. I want you to know that chimpanzees actually have a more developed hand than humans. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Naphtali?
they
The
can
hands are
grip.
more developed than ours, yo.
They got that
It's
super
a little bit
grip.
better.
They
You said they grabbed the weight. Let me stop, yo. Man, I'm not messing with you, Juju. I almost said it.
Yo, oh jeez.
Nah, man, I ain't doing this with you. Not
She
tonight,
said I'm
bro.
a flying monkey. I have every right. Like I
Yeah, he
go
said we was
quick.
flying monkeys. I ain't mad, but listen, I took the flying monkey. It was definitely funny though.
I got you, but
It was funny.
she meant the flying monkeys off the Wizard of
Yeah, it
what's
was
it?
funny. Yeah, it was funny because then I could talk about development of wings and hands and all that, and how the genes that associate.
All right,
I thought that gave us a good right because she wouldn't know how the wings got there.
right. What up, the God Moses? Good to see you, fam.
Yeah, she wouldn't have
Yeah.
known.
Somebody dropped that Discord link. Y'all go ahead and hit the Discord. Discord is where we get it in for real.
I don't know
We
why
got
y'all do
pseudos
that,
in there
man.
too. So if any pseudos want to join, don't feel bad.
Oh, they put the pseudos out for a minute.
You're gonna get cut. You will get cut in there just a little bit. You get a few nicks, but you'll live.
Yeah, as long as you don't start inviting people to your body parts and all that, that's you get timed
Yeah,
out
we're
for
not
that. You
doing
gotta
that.
calm down with all that, man.
We will time you out. You get 24-hour
Mhm.
timeout for any
Yeah,
homophobic slurs or any just
yeah, we ain't doing that.
disrespectful slurs. We don't do that. We're inclusive.
Yep,
I got you.
yep.
I'm gonna
All
drop the
human.
Discord link. If you're interested in joining, please feel free to join and get it in with the pseudo killers for real.
Let's
Come
analyze this. Let's
army.
analyze the statement. She
You
says,
go ahead and analyze. I'm not analyzing nothing from the I'm good. Okay. Let me
it's on that. Oh, the Latin breakdown. Big up to Cologne. Yeah, it's gonna be on it. It's gonna be on a. It just go. It's not gonna be in here.
60
All right, but
seconds.
it's going to go off in 60 seconds. Dr. Clone, not in here. I
No.
might know do a little bit, like do a little in there, but I don't want to
Audio
mix it in there because that's serious work. We're gonna get in that
It's-
chat, but make sure
Dr.
y'all support
Clone
that
in
Latin
here?
breakdown, man. That's deep. I want y'all. I think it's
Oh,
important for y'all to go
Urban.
ahead and
Studio,
look
shout
at
out.
that, right? I think it's important.
I'll
Okay,
drop
we
the
just
link
loud
for
back and
you.
forth.
I'll drop the
for
link
what?
for you, Dr. Cologne. Just give me a minute, please, sir. I got you.
What
Okay.
for the? You talking about for the what? For the thing?
Yeah.
For the Latin breakdown?
For the premiere, right? For the
I
premiere.
gave it to him. Didn't I give you the link alone?
Anyway,
I just think it's important for y'all to be educated and get the full breakdown. Yeah, I put the link in there. It ain't gonna be right here. It's gonna be on yeah. You need to do two things at one time. All right.
Discord link is in the chat for anyone who's willing.
You know what's funny?
Join.
Cologne, we're gonna do a recap on it too. Jay-Z say the Latin breakdown is anti-black. How? It's actually not.
Jay-Z said that. Ooh.
No, God just said that. That's fine. We expect that. But won't you watch it first before you make your? I don't even know how you're gonna be anti-black. I ain't figured out what black was.
It's on. Go ahead and put the premiere on right quick, real quick. I'm putting it in the chat for you, Cologne. Sorry, I got to do it with my phone. Premiere link.
It already.
If I spell premiere wrong, don't hurt me.
What up, what up, Juju? Appreciate the shout out and the moment of silence for my mother.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. We love you. You're never alone, Fabio. You always got family with me for sure. Okay, just know that.
Appreciate that. The actual term that people be looking for when they say anti-black is anti-African.
Okay,
that's the actual term, because the stance and the ideology is against those people of African descent that they determined or called Negro, or also put under this term black. The term black and Negro connoted or connotated a certain disposition and stance in America and certain societies.
Okay.
So if you were a Negro or black, that made you immediately lower class and also a slave.
Okay.
And that's what all the literature say. So that's why the actual term will be anti-African.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be the funny part about it. That wouldn't be the Latin breakdown joint, because he definitely talk about the Africans.
Right. But see, that's what
here. Watch this.
But
this is why you can't be divisive.
But watch
but see, point.
Go ahead. I got you.
They make an eloquent point that Africans were stolen from Africa. They get dispersed in different parts of the hemisphere. Okay, later on they meet back up in America, and there's an art form called hip hop. They all got the drums in their head because the drums didn't come from Puerto Rico, and the drums didn't come from America. The drums came from Africa. Now, come on, catch this now. Yeah, ain't no denying that. Ain't no fighting you on that part, right?
There's no fighting. You cannot fight that.
I'm with
fight
you.
That.
Oh, while you was mentioning that, I was right there with you. I'm walking right with you.
Hold on. The dance, the movement, the flavor. Yeah. They don't come from Puerto Rico. They don't come from America. They come from Africa, right? All right. Okay, hold on. We putting it. We ain't gonna let people just separate us half to death here, right? We don't gotta do that. We don't gotta do that. Right? Be proud of African American, yo, and know your damn heritage. All right. Now, we did that. How about the griot? The griot is still on our head. On them slave ships, them ancient storytelling, right? Of how to be who you need to be in adverse situations. That's still talking to you. The history is talking to your head. It's talking to you. Yeah. Huh. So, man, where you go at,
nobody that not aware.
no matter where you go at, Africa gonna
Always
be in
the
you.
drums. Always the drums. So rhythm. So blues. So in and out. Always the drums. I got that
Don't
poem
worry
by the
about it.
last
Don't worry about it,
poets.
Cologne. They
Get
gonna
it-
get to it.
Get a
Don't
drummer
worry about it.
some.
They gonna get
Give
to
the
it.
drummer some.
They gonna get
I
to
got
it.
that poem by the last poets. The
Mhm.
drums. Can't get away from it. So I'm with you. But see, when you that's where some of this anti-blackness started with the Latins. And actually and I appreciate what you mentioned about the Muslims.
I think Wishmacommon made a good point too, though. You gotta listen to Cuban. Cuban talked about how he made a real simple example in Discord. He said, you ever seen them pictures where you see Latino, some of them might be well dressed, right? All right. And then you'll find some that's poor. He says, so the rich ones, the ones with money, was mistreating the ones that was poor. And oh, by the way, they develop anti-black sentiments, right?
Sentiments,
And just
right.
like in Africa, where everybody look at the African Americans being poor and broke and ignorant, right? Even Africans look at us that way. Certain people, seriously, the way you just developed, right? That's not tripping. So the ones that you see that had the anti sentiments, right? Right? They the ones that was going to practice colonialism anyway. So you can't put that on all Puerto Ricans and all Latinos. It doesn't make sense. That's the point I want to make here. But I'm back to the African part. So Africans were dispersed in different places, Puerto Rico, the islands, Caribbean, the Americas, right? And then they come together. And in the 70s, there'll be an art form that comes out of that. But the thing I always say is, I say language is culture. And I say this for a reason. So when they rapping, they ain't in Spanish. Okay? Now they speak in African American dialect.
Vernacular. Right.
Vernacular. Simple as that. Simple as ain't nobody supposed to fight that neither.
Vernacular English.
Right? They're not speaking white English, right? American English. They're not speaking American English. They speaking African American vernacular. When you go to work, you speak American English. I could do it. Watch this. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Craig. How are you feeling today?
Right.
I'm selling this matchbox for $500. It's trimmed in gold. How shall I help you? Do you want 2 or 3 of them? Watch this. Answer the phone.
They call it code
How you
switching.
doing? Let me finish. No, I don't like that. That's like it's nonsense. Good morning. How you feeling today, Miss Samuel? Not a problem. I'll get that right out to you. How much will you put on that? 10,000 bet. Not a problem. Hang up. I'm home in the hood. What's up, bro? What's going on with you, man? What it do, yo? What it do, yo? All right, all good, yo. How much of that bread you got, yo? You got that bread? Bet. Yo, go ahead, go send that bread out, yo. You got that?
Using words like peace. Yeah, I got you. We using words like peace.
So when they was kicking hip hop, it wasn't, Billy, can we basic? Come on, man. So y'all got to understand the vernacular. The hip hop is express show is African American vernacular. And then you got to put the other elements toward the Latino twin, like them beats and stuff like that. A lot of that be coming from the Caribbean. Them drum, them beat. Ain't no Congos in America, yo. Think about that. That's why I'm saying, watch the daggone doc. It's a good one, yo. And if you comfortable in your African Americanness, yo, you ain't mind giving nobody credit they just do. Back at you, Naphtali. We have not forgotten you. No, we haven't. What? You guys just want to hear the voice of an angel? Yeah, you might be an angel. I ain't mad at you.
Nah, you know what I just told her? Angels only exist in books and fairy tales.
Yeah, you being hard on these, shorty. You know, see, all right, we're gonna get it. What's that? All right, I'm gonna drop the link again. Hey, Okay, Sabian, you want to add something? You know, already jumped in. What's up with you?
Nah, I'm chilling, doing what I
Okay.
can to get through
Yeah,
this.
stay up.
And like you
You
said,
gonna get there?
like I said earlier, I want to engage in thought-provoking, intellectual conversations. Like keep the
Yeah, I know.
emotional
Mhm.
attachments to the side because everybody emotions are different, and mine are on a roller coaster ride right now. And
I
I'm
know
not
you is,
trying to
bro.
go there. I'm just trying to be
No, word.
intellectual with these conversations. So if people want to keep it on the intellectual level, we can do that. But I
We
have
definitely gonna keep it
questions.
on that. We definitely
I
gonna
have
keep that.
questions that I need people to answer from an intellectual level. And if you can't answer my question on an intellectual level, don't challenge me.
When you trip. What Congos in the Mayan scrolls? What, man? Shut up, man. We ain't talking about the ones in the Mayan scroll. Talking about the African drum, man. Everybody got, boy. I love humans, man. Humans do their thing, yo. They don't do it, man. Hey, so JG, man, stop that, man. Stop making up stuff, man. Everybody's not anti-African, yo. I think,
I'll be
I
back.
think, all right. I think people that practice different religions start to be anti-African in their doctrine. What's up going on, Street Peace? How you doing, man?
Big up, big up. I'm not talking to you. Big up, Juju. I love you. You know, the other day, I witnessed Godfrey and Ong perform, Garfield and Ong perform a Godfrey. They perform
What?
the Godfrey. Of course, you sit
What
the
happened?
white man, you set the white man up on that little Hebrew Israelite and had
I
him
did
beat
what?
up the Hebrew
I,
Israelite.
I did what? What
The
happened,
white
yo?
man, the white guy, when you're on Garfield show, who beat up the Hebrew Israelite dude, when he was talking about Jesus,
All
and
right, what
Jesus
happened?
only came to save the Jews. Why are you setting the white man on these people when you and
What are you
Garfield
talking
could do it
about? Hey,
yourself?
wait, hold on. I was against him. I
You
was
you
against him, yo.
you're against the white man?
No, I was against vocab, yo.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's a
do
white
vocab.
dude you went to from Vocam. A white
No,
dude was
I did
beating
not.
up Vocam.
I went on there and beat up vocab. What you talking
Yes,
about?
but you and a white dude was in consensus. You and
Right.
a white dude.
Nah,
Right.
on a no, hold on. Watch this. I'm gonna ask you a question. It's definitely Atheist Friday. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes. Look here, we're not using our Caucasian brothers to beat up.
Was Jesus Christ a Hebrew? Hold on, was Jesus Christ a Hebrew? Yes or no?
Jesus Christ is a Jew,
Hebrew.
according to the good book.
Yeah,
According to the
Jewish.
Bible, Jesus is a
All
Jew.
right, and the 12 disciples, it was all what?
Jews.
What religion did they
According-
practice? What religion did they practice?
uh, Um, they were Hebrew. They were Jewish.
They practiced the
The Torah.
laws, the sacraments, the Torah. They read the Torah.
Yeah, the
Right?
Ten
Am I correct?
Commandments. Right.
So we on the
Yes,
same
they
page
were.
now, right?
Yes.
Same page, right? And so Christianity, right, was a Jewish sect, and all of them was Hebrews. The question is, what happened?
Paul
See,
Ham.
right. Not only that, right? They wrote the New Testament and started a new religion called Christianity, bro. They broke away, right? They intertwined Greek ideas, the logos, and all that stuff. Trust me with that. So I was simply saying, bro, trying to tell a Hebrew guy, I say, yo, they wrote it to change the daggone laws of the Hebrews to make a separate religion, bro. You can't get away from that. I said, if you just get on my side, yo, right, then you'll realize that they wrote the thing to start a new religion that way. And I said it was genius at the time. Genius right now, because it made it real simple. I said, all you gotta do is believe in Jesus. Prior to that, yo, you had to pay the priest, right? Especially in Egypt, you gotta pay the priest, you gotta buy the sacrifice, too much stuff to do. People broke. All you gotta do is say Jesus Christ died for my sin. Yo, that's a top-notch religion. Paul started taking it, teaching to the Gentiles that had the money, right? I did a whole presentation last week on that, how he was getting a lot of money and all that. I talked about all that. They set a whole religion. So I was simply saying, You're never gonna beat vocab because he's gonna hit you with the they changed it and said that. Of course, because that's how you write the thing and say, yeah, you no longer gotta do this, don't do that, do that. It's written, you can't get around that. He wanna fight and play heap. I say, yo, listen, you're not gonna win that. And then I turned my guns on vocab. That's all. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. I don't believe none of it, regardless. So I wasn't taking up for nobody.
You and Garfield form up a posse, which included a white guy. And you went hunting for vocab and shoot him down.
Yeah, well, I got sometimes if sometimes you got to shoot somebody to get to who you're trying to get to. He wasn't my initial target. It was friendly fire. He wasn't.
No, I'm just being cynical. But it was good. I saw you and I realized that the foolishness you can't deal with anymore. All of these religion, these Hebrew Israelites, these Abbas, these people who using all kind of pseudo information in the community. No, we need to these light worshippers, these Egyptomaniacs. We need to get them out of the community. It's science time now.
It is, man.
It's science time now.
It is.
That's what all it is.
It is. It's science time. And that don't stop. All right. So we're going to be cordial. Juju, where you at? All right. Welcome, Sister Naphtali.
Hey, Shalom, Most High bless.
Shalom.
You say Shalom, Most High bless.
Yes.
You gotta, why is it doing that?
Is it echoing?
Yeah, you gotta fix it.
Here, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come right back, okay?
All right. Okay. Most High had is on whatchamacallit. Hey, Juju.
Sir.
Juju.
Behave, Juju.
Oh, no,
you got you though.
Behave. I'm the one that got on the panel. So y'all act accordingly.
It still don't matter, behave. You have a short fuse.
No, I don't.
No, when it comes to foolishness. You're nice when it comes to knowledge. But when it comes to foolishness, let's see. We will see tonight.
Please. Leave me alone.
All right. Uncle, hold our back. Uncle's going to behave himself because Uncle's going to say she's a female, so he's going to resist the temptation.
No, I ain't doing all that.
I'm putting the Discord link in the chat for people who didn't get it. It's in the chat again right now. I just wanted to say a few words to, I'm not gonna say any names, but I think I know who you are. She's in the back, Bobby. But Dr. Cologne and Bobby Banger have a cordial relationship. So if you have any issues with Dr. Cologne, you need to take that up with Dr. Cologne. We're not going to be the chat of divisiveness. If you think he's wrong, then you need to challenge him and set that scorch straight. So let's keep it cute. Let's keep it gentlemanlike in the chat, please, and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, welcome to the program, Naphtali. Appreciate you coming through. What's on your mind, sis? Appreciate you allowing me to make you famous. What do you want to talk about?
Do I sound better now?
Just mute, Bobby.
All right, I'm mute.
Go ahead,
Naphtali. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
Do I sound better now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, guys. Shalom, Most High bless to all of you. I'm Naphtali. Nice to introduce myself to you. What's your name, sis?
It's listed on the screen.
Okay.
Juju.
Hey, what's good? What's good, Chris? Long time no see.
All praise the most low God of mud.
Low God of mud. Okay. What's going on, Unc?
I'm here. My when I unmute my mic, you start with some
with
comment.
some comment.
So where you want to address that, Miss Lady?
Lady?
Evolution what?
Evolution what?
You said when I talk, it's still doing it.
Well, when I
Well, when
let me
I
see.
let me see.
Yeah, see how
Yeah,
that's
see
doing.
how
I
that's
don't know
doing.
why
I don't know why you got
the most
you got
high
the
hooked
most
to
high
that, yo.
hooked to that, yo.
You make it
Make it
double up on
double up
everything
on
we say.
everything we say.
Hmm.
Do you have
Do you have
YouTube running in
YouTube
the
running in the
background?
background?
No, it ain't even
No,
that.
it
I
ain't
don't
even that.
think.
I don't think.
You
How
don't got
about
the
You
now?
don't
YouTube
got the
thing
YouTube
going, D.
thing going, D.
Yep, still
Yep,
doing it.
still doing it.
Hmm.
But I'm
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back.
if I mute out, you can talk. All right. What's going on, Chris?
Oh man, you know I had to come on here to witness this, man. I want to say on my Saturday satire show, I was there because you got Juju up here, you know, you got Stu Peas up here, and you got the one and only God Killer up here. Christian, stay away from him. He been on demon time lately. On y'all doctrine. Vocab
Lighten him up a
Malone
little bit.
said he got the one and true God. Emphatically.
It's crazy.
What
Based
up,
off a
Chris?
word.
What's up, sis?
Chilling. I don't know why
Based
she
off a
claims she
word.
can know who I am. That's
That's
weird.
okay. That's okay. Don't worry about that.
That's weird.
Don't worry about it. We back on that. JD, JA, AD, what's up? Unmute yourself. Can't hear you.
Ja.
JA, Ja. They come back to life in a minute. All right.
AD says AD on your avatar.
It sure did.
Only 6 people, and it ain't us. So you gotta talk up. Unmute, sir.
Yeah, you got unmute, man. Go ahead and unmute. All right, he don't want to talk. We're gonna put you down the bottom. All right, Naphtali. So, okay. My point is you can learn evolution and still pray to your most high God. In 2025, you should not stay marred in ignorance of said subject. Simple as that. We want to make sure we tight with our scientific information and let your religion be religion. Europeans do it all the time. So I don't know why it's such a hurdle for African Americans. Shouldn't be a hurdle for us to understand, to be scientifically literate in science, and then pray to whatever you want to pray to. Two separate things right there. I think that's important. So I just want to make sure let me get them out of the studio. All right. What you switched up, Chris? What you doing? All right.
Yeah, I switched up. I want to be able to share sources over here when debating with Sister Naphtali.
Naphtali, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Just wanted to make my point for you.
Do I sound better?
Well, I'm gonna mute out. Go ahead and talk.
Okay, I guess not. Okay.
Hey, Naphtali, all you have to do is turn YouTube off on your device.
I don't have anything else playing.
Okay.
It might be in the background.
I had it on my TV, but I turned my TV off. I'm on my cell phone, so I don't know why I'm doing that.
All right, go ahead. We're just gonna stay muted. You can talk.
Go ahead.
That way we ain't cut you off.
Go ahead.
What do you want to add to the discussion? We listening to you.
Okay. Well, see, my thing is that a lot of you are, well, not a lot of you. I actually learned evolution. I was taught it during school. I studied it, and of course I studied it as simultaneously as looking into the Bible. So I take it I love science. I don't have a problem with science. The thing is that believing in the Most High is also the same as science, genetics, Genesis. But I don't get what you guys make a big, laughter. It's like it's a joke when you talk about the creation story of the Bible, and that you say the God of the mud. Well, then how was life created according to your evolution? Because there wasn't anything. Nothing was in existence. So you mean to tell me it just came on its own? That's more believable than believing that some intelligent being designed it? Then it's just coming out of nowhere? You guys talk about the apes, you talk about all of those things, the fruit flies, all those things, but they've already been here. And then they've been manipulated by some form of intelligent being. You're talking about scientists. Okay, well, the scientists are the ones that manipulate it. That is a being, that is a human. When did the primordial ooze take effect? Did the Big Bang Theory, did it just all of a sudden, just one day, it just decided to just explode? And then all this life just, it just started to rain on a pile of rocks? And then this ooze came, and then who struck it with lightning? Was it Thor? I'm just saying. I mean, that makes more sense. I'm a mute for you all can respond.
Juju, you want to respond to that?
Lord. Are you talking about science or busting a pimple? Because what the hell is ooze? Science doesn't talk about something from nothing. So like I just would have to I don't know how to respond to that. I would just have to say you would have to actually source up on where you're getting this from besides the Bible, so we can dissect that. Maybe it's an irrelevant source that you got this from. There's no something coming from nothing though. That's fact. I don't know. I think I clocked out on the rest of it because you were talking about ooze, and I just kept thinking of zit. That's weird. Ugh. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah, but something, science doesn't say that something comes from nothing. You can go now. I'll keep it simple.
Well, let me add mine in there real quick. So I think I think at the base of what we talk about, evolution doesn't talk about the origin of life at all. So as you as a Hebrew, if you want to say God started that process, then you can, because scientists actually don't know where life came from. And evolutionary theory, that where life come from, is not part of the theory. That's a fundamental mistake that most religious people make, Naphtali. So don't say that no more. It's two separate issues: where life came from, and I'm saying I don't know, and that's okay. But as far as evolution, we do know. We have a theory for it. We have a scientific theory that actually explains life after it gets to Earth. It explains the diversity of life. The question is, why is life on Earth so diverse but yet connected? And evolutionary theory explains that. Chris?
Yeah, Naphtali, a fundamental mistake that you made is when you sat here and you said that then if you're going to laugh at our sequence of events concerning the beginning of life or the creation of the earth, what is yours? That's a fundamental mistake in that most religious people use. The scientific method, you can, first of all, how can I say this? It might sound a little disrespectful, so forgive me.
Don't be
Begging,
disrespectful.
no, I'm not, but I'm
Okay.
trying to diffuse that. What I'm trying to sit up here and say is begging the question does not disprove science. There's a scientific method that you can use to prove science incorrect or correct. But begging the question and holding on to a bias does not disprove what has already been proven. If you want to challenge science, you can write a scientific paper and present it to a scientific journal and let them peer review it. But the begging of the question because of your lack of understanding of evolution and abiogenesis is not how you're going to get your results here. It's kind of juvenile the way you present your argument against evolution or the source of life on this planet.
All right.
Okay, I heard what you said, and the thing is, Chris, You say that, you know, science isn't a religion. Well, we don't have, I don't have a problem with science. The problem is your pseudoscience. The thing is, the reason why evolution is a religion is because it requires you to believe in it. You have to believe in it because you don't know. And when you don't know, that requires you to believe. And that's what a religion is. It requires us to believe because we have no way, we don't know yet. We don't have it. We don't have all the source documents, all the source material, but we can get it. We're waiting for it to come and waiting for, you know, we're still doing the knowledge. We're still doing the work to find out the proof of, you know, our designer. However, with you guys, like you said, Unc, do you not believe in the primordial soup theory? Because here, so if you don't believe in the primordial soup theory, then how did it begin?
Show us the theory. What's the primordial soup theory?
What's the primordial soup theory?
Show us that. That's the scientific theory.
Can you Google that?
Because I ain't never heard of that. Primordial soup theory. Please teach me that.
Can you go ahead and Google that for us? The primordial soup theory.
It's not a theory. It's a hypothesis.
No,
it is a theory.
Hey,
I'm looking at it. Go ahead and Google it. You don't have. You can Google it.
Can you see your screen?
I'm on my phone.
Here, is it okay if I answer that?
Go ahead.
All right. Naphtali, when you present an argument, you should be able to argue that same argument. And two, once again, it's your art. That's why I told you on your page, on the in the chat on Facebook, I said your logic is flawed. You're making an assumption that Ankh and Juju believe in the primordial soup theory without first asking them.
Correct. And I want to address that also. So you keep saying that, you know, we believe, but what do you think that we're believing in? Because the fact of the matter is,
Juju. I don't think it's a here you go. There you go, Juju. You want to read it for?
The primordial soup is the foundation of evolution. So my thing is, I did ask. I said, what is your foundation? How was life created? How did life begin? I've asked that. So let me make
source.
Hold on.
Primordial soup.
Yes. No, primordial soup.
Hold on. Let me get to it. Since you won't pull it up,
I'm on my phone. You told me that I said, should I get on?
I'm gonna help you.
Help yourself. You need to learn. Go ahead. Help yourself.
Hypothetical set of conditions present on Earth around 3.7, 4 billion years ago is an aspect of the hetero. What is it? Hetero. You know this?
Thropic theory.
Right. Masculine. Do you know the heterotropic theory? Do you know what that is? Also known as the Opium highlight hypothesis. That is some deep geological stuff right there. Concerning the origin of life, first proposed in 1924 and in 1929. Do we have any current information concerning the primordial soup, Naphtali?
Yeah, that ain't the theory. It's not a theory.
Not at all.
I would like to add that.
She asked me a question. Allow me to. Hold on. The thing is that right here, it says the primordial soup is a theory that describes the early Earth's water bodies as rich in organic compounds. It's also known as the prebiotic soup. Okay, so look at the prebiotic soup. Hold on.
What's your source,
Hold on. If you allow me to explain, it's called the prebiotic soup. Okay, so right here, when you look at it,
so we can pull it up. Everybody can see. Because you know, we used to pseudo on here. Have living sources. So
the thing is this.
Full transparency.
This is a foundation. Without this foundation, you have absolutely nothing. Go into the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Go into the Merriam-Webster dictionary. You can go there. It's just Google it and just look into it. The National Institute of
May I
Health.
please?
Look into the National Institute of Health, the NIH.
May I please?
Early life theories. Here's early life theories. The thing is this. When you look into, hold on, you have to go into the foundations, the creation. How did life begin? You can't just go straight to the ape. You have to go to how was the ape, how did life begin? How did this, right here, it says that it is the rich, the bodies of water is rich in organic compounds. It's known as a prebiotic soup, okay? So with this prebiotic soup is actually where your cells, all these different organic compounds, where it came from. We have to think about how complex the body is. The body is very complex, right? In the genetic code. So where did that come from? Hold on, where did that come from? Can you if the primordial soup theory is incorrect, then please tell, if it's incorrect, then tell me what is correct.
Sister Ginger, may I real quick?
It's not a theory.
Okay, if it's incorrect,
It's
then
simple.
if it's incorrect, then tell me what is correct. Hold on. If it's incorrect,
You're not gonna be able to talk at
debunk
the
it
same
with
time. 'cause
something else. Then
it's-
debunk it with something else. What do you
Yes,
have?
I'm gonna debunk it
Hold
right
on,
now.
MVP. Hold on, Chris. We got it. We only can let one person talk at a time because it's echoing crazy. It's crazy. So make your point, and then we're gonna let Juju and then MVP go. Go ahead, Naphtali. Go ahead. Say what you're saying. You want us to do what? Oh, she ain't come off mute. So we repeatedly said over and over again, okay, that is not a scientific theory. You ain't reached that yet. And she's making a mistake in thinking that you would have to do that first. No, that's a Bible way of thinking. You know what you know. Simple as that. Like you don't have to know the origin of life, right? When you got life to deal with. You don't, so knowing the origin of life doesn't make you understand it or not. It doesn't. That doesn't stop the theory. The theory was developed based off of human beings circumnavigating the globe and looking at the diversity. That's how the theory was created over time. The Greeks talked about it, Al-Jahiz talked about it, and Charles Darwin. He figured out the mechanism. You never needed to know that. So that's a mistake you make. So yeah, you can't. That's not right. But go ahead, Chris or Juju.
Yeah, I'm gonna go real quick because I'm gonna be real quick, and
No problem.
there's something
Go ahead.
that Unc always says over here, that a pseudo dies on his own source
Every
or her
time.
own source every time. So we're going to read the historical background here. It's found right here in the same source in which you presented, Naphtali, and this is why it says right here in historical background. It says the notion that living
You want to
beings.
share the screen? You want to share the screen? Or
Yeah.
good?
Let me share that. Let me share
I
that. Real
asked
quick.
for the source.
And once again,
Yeah,
this
we'll
has
put it out
nothing to do with. I'm going to say this real quick. This has nothing to do with evolution, and
Nope.
nor anywhere in this source does it say that this is the origin of evolution. That's not true to begin with. All right. Okay. So let me
Is
read
this
the historical.
source?
Yes, this is the source. I want to go
Okay.
up just to show your audience here. Thank you guys for having me on here real
Oh, I
quick.
thought you was good. Okay, you're good.
Okay, so I want to read this, and this is the historical background of her primordial soup theory that she claimed is the origin of evolution, which is incorrect. It says, and this is just listen, Naphtali, real quick. The notion that living beings originated from inanimate materials comes from ancient Greeks. The theory known as spontaneous generation. Aristotle in the 4th century BCE gave a proper explanation in writing. And this is what Aristotle says, and we're going to get to the experiment here. So with animals, some spring from the parent animals according to their kind, while as others grow spontaneously and not from kindred stock. And these instances of spontaneous generation come from putrefying each with vegetable matter, as in the case with a number of insects, while others are spontaneously generated in the inside of animals out of the secretions of several organs. This is in Aristotle on the History of Animals, book 5, part 1. Now, I want to read here. I'm going to go down and I want to read the experiment, because with science, there's a scientific method that is tested to prove this here. So here it is right here. It says the experiment of French chemist Louis Pasteur in 1859 is regarded as the death blow to spontaneous generation. That's what the primordial soup theory is all about, spontaneous generation. He experimentally showed that the organisms cannot grow in sterilized water unless it's exposed to air. The experiment won him the Almbert Prize in 1862 from the French Academy of Sciences, and he concluded, quote, "Never will the doctrine of spontaneous generation recover from the mortal blow of this simple experiment." So you did not read this. You grabbed this and you assumed that Ankh, Juju, and myself believed in the primordial soup theory, which was already disproven. And that's why when Juju was asking you what is primordial soup, what is it about, you got very defensive and you started kicking the can, talking about some Webster's dictionary. So that's why I said your logic is flawed right now. So I want to give it back to Juju and Ankh. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, so science doesn't even talk about primordial soup. It doesn't talk something from nothing. It doesn't speak missing link. So when you understand science, you understand the language that it uses. So you wouldn't hear these things in a scientific conversation. Science is not going to deal with things that are unvalidated at all. That is not validated at all. So, like, yeah, I would have got off that hill. That's not the hill to die on. Die on something else.
And this is all based on Aristotle's work. It has nothing to do with evolution. And this is a 4th century BCE theory that was disproven by modern science.
Low-key philosophy at that.
Yeah.
Low-key philosophy at that. Don't bring that to the scientific conversation and try to beat us with it. It's not going to work out well for you, Naphtali. Trying to help you. So rip that page out your game book. Doesn't work.
Ankh, doesn't evolution come from natural selection? Isn't the origin of evolution natural selection? Am I correct?
Natural selection is the mechanism that explains it.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I just want to get in because the first thing Chris has said, which I don't appreciate, is the fact that I'm saying that the primordial soup is about evolution, like it's the proof, it's the like you all supposed to believe in it, like it's 100% true with evolution. This is what you all's foundation is. Don't sit up here and say it like I'm the one that's claiming that. You all have to prove what your foundation is. If it's not the primordial ooze, then what is it? I'm not saying that this is the end all be all. You all need to tell me how did life originate? Where did it come from? Where did these molecules, where did these organic molecules come from? Where did they spawn from?
Science, you know what science says?
What does it say? What's the theory? What is the theory?
It doesn't know.
Doesn't have exactly. So what you have to do is go based off. Hold on. What you have to, like you just said, you don't know. So everybody out there that's listening, you don't know. So what you have to do is you have to go with what they are saying. They're saying that it's the prebiotic soup or it's panspermia. Hold on. It's either the prebiotic soup theory or it's panspermia. Because the thing is, how else, if you don't know, you really need to know, because this is very important. You guys are walking around here teaching people that you are apes and monkeys. Well, then how did these apes and monkeys get here? Where did the genetic molecules, where did the genetic organic compounds come from? You hear me, but you need to be able to.
So can I answer?
Jump in. Everybody stop. Naphtali.
Come on, I got this.
No, all right, go ahead, yo.
So amino acids, lipids, carbohydrates, and proteins, the 4 building blocks of life, are all contained in stars. So those 4 components seeded the earth from stars. Now, how those combinations happen to come together is chemistry and physics.
But how? Okay.
The rest of it.
Hold on, Sadie.
I'm a slow walker and I'm gonna give her the basics. If she want to go further, this is on her. How they became organisms is on her to figure out, because I'm not her teacher.
Let me say this. I don't want to conflict the two.
Well, the problem is this is your belief. So for the people out there in the back, and it is abiogenesis, by the way, the theory that life originated from non-living life. life originated from non-life. If you guys want to get up here and believe that life came from something that wasn't alive, then you really need to think about what you're out here teaching people.
She's triggered.
No, Sabian, don't do it. Don't do it.
You said the
Let's
origin.
let's stay coherent. Let's be coherent in what we're talking about here. You keep mixing up evolution with the origin of life. That's
Exactly.
two separate things. No matter what you say, I know in your mind you thinking Genesis, the Garden of Eden, and all that. I'm saying you gotta knock that off. You can't keep doing that.
Rib
I'm
people.
no, you cannot. Come on, yo. Let me finish,
Gotta
yo. You can't
relax,
do that. You gotta
baby,
relax.
yo.
Come on, save yo. I'm just saying, the fella. We're arguing two different things here. Okay, Sabian made a great point. I want to let you know that they know the components to life, though. I want you to know this, and it's called the elementary. It's called the chemical element chart. I'm gonna say this again. It's called the chemical element chart. So life is actually chemical, right? They just don't know the recipe, but they know the different elements that go into life. They don't know how to configure it. They haven't figured it out. So it's not like they're ignorant to it. So life is actually chemical. Now, the evolution thing is a separate thing. You keep wanting to put it together. I get it. But in this conversation, science does not allow you to put it together because you do not need to know the origin of life. I just told you maybe Yahweh started the origin of life. But once it get and said poof and threw it down here. But once it get down here, we have a scientific explanation for it. That's what I keep trying to tell you. The theory of evolution does not explain or contain the origin of life. That's two different things. So we can teach evolution all day long and not know how life originated. You can say the aliens did it. You can say Yahweh. The Muslims can say Allah. The Hindus can say whatever they want to say. I'm telling you that. The voodoo, ancient tribes can say whatever they want to say. I'm just telling you that. So once again, for the listening audience, scientists understand that life is chemical. Why? Because we're contained in our body of the elements, and the elements are chemical. Life is actually chemical. It's a chemical reaction. Simple as that. Okay? And for the record, you do not have to know how life started to have the theory of evolution. And this is my source right here, Juju. This is our favorite source. I'm gonna show our favorite source.
No.
All right, this is our favorite source right here. Big up the Whisper comment. Who this great source and actually couldn't read it. All right, it's right here. It says what? This is the source.
We're gonna stick with just whatchamacallit. No,
evolution is a fact in the theory. Okay, go ahead.
Scientific understanding requires both fact and theories that can explain those facts in a coherent manner. Evolution in this context is both a fact and a theory. It is an
Can I ask a question?
No,
God, Lee.
Come on.
Really?
I know. It's for the slow
you gotta
people.
go in the back.
So,
You're gonna go in the back right now. I
Yeah, you
ain't
gotta
got
come on,
patience for it.
Come on, go ahead.
Don't
ahead,
interrupt me again. It is both the fact and theory. It is an incontrovertible fact. Incontrovertible fact. The organisms have changed or evolved during the history of life on Earth, and biologists have identified and investigated mechanisms that can explain these patterns of changes. We understand evolution. We understand evolution. We understand exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's simple. We don't gotta argue that though.
Okay, so can I ask my question now?
Yeah, go ahead.
So are you guys saying that scientific theories explain the facts that we accept of science?
Yeah, scientific theories organizes the facts.
Yes. This is organized
agree with that.
explanation of facts.
Mm-hmm.
There's many ways you can say that, but it's a set of facts, set of organized facts. Excuse me.
Theories organized facts.
Yeah.
One of the things I like to do is listen to people's arguments, especially when I'm on platforms like this. And Queen Naphtali said something again when she brought up, because she's kicking the can a little bit here. Once we disprove primordial soup, brought to you by Ragu and Chef
Right.
Boyardee.
Or
She goes
Cleric,
to
'cause he's giving you
She'll
shit.
she'll keep
Saying
trying to kick it down
She'll-
the road.
Ooh,
Exactly,
right. So
Chris.
so what she's gonna do
disgusting.
now, she talks about panspermia. Okay, so what I want to do is ask the pseudo killers, may I present a screen share right quick? Okay, because
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
gets
go ahead. I'm not
okay.
playing
So
this.
what I did was I pulled up panspermia and I did a quick read on this because haven't heard any of these things as it pertains to evolution. All right, so
I have. White
Mhm.
people talk about panspermia all the time. That's why y'all need to
well,
watch
so
Matt Dillon.
oh,
Yeah, he
okay, cool.
doing too much. You was talking about go ahead.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Put him in the back. Chill out. Man, the fowler's gonna shoot him. To save you, bro. Put yourself in the come on.
All right, so panspermia once again is some ancient Greek. It comes from ancient Greek, meaning all. We know pan means all, sperma means seed, and it's a hypothesis that life exists throughout the universe, distributed by space, dust, meteoroids, asteroids, and comets. Okay, so we're gonna go down here because I was doing a quick read, and you always go to the history when the pseudo presents their argument. Now, I just want to read something here because this is where she daggers herself. In the 18 all right, you got to do is read this.
Keep going. Go ahead.
All right, so it says in the 1860s there were 3 scientific developments that began to bring the focus of the scientific community to the problem of the origin of life. Firstly, the Kant-Laplace nebular theory of solar system and planetary formation was gaining favor and implied that when the Earth first formed, the surface conditions would have been inhospitable to life as we know it. This meant that life could not have evolved. Wait a minute, we got this word evolved here. All right, we got a problem.
Not
All right,
created.
not
Evolved.
created,
Thank
evolved.
you. Right.
Evolved parallel with Earth and must have evolved. The source you sent us agrees with evolution, Naphtali. You died at your own source
As
again.
suggested by Darwin's theory of evolution.
So let's keep
So
going.
yeah.
Oh, read that again. That's a run that back. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That source he provided. So the
Okay.
source he provided agrees with evolution. Crazy.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I said it's gonna sound disrespectful, but your logic is flawed. It says, firstly, the Kant last place nebular theory of the solar system and planetary formation was gaining favor and implied that when the Earth first formed, the surface conditions would have been inhospitable to life as we know it. This meant that life could not have evolved parallel with the Earth, comma, and must have evolved at a later date. But let's continue because there's more. Without biological precursors. Secondly, Charles Darwin's famous theory of evolution implied some elusive origin, because in order for something to evolve, it must start somewhere. Period. In his Origin of Species, Darwin was unable or unwilling to touch on this issue. Third and finally, Louis Pasteur and John Tyndall experimentally disproved the now superseded theory of spontaneous generation, which suggested that life was constantly evolving from non-living matter and did not have a common ancestor as suggested by Darwin's theory of evolution. So this once again agrees with science and evolution. Now, when you're dealing with science, Naphtali, you got to understand they're going to experiment. They're going to create new hypotheses to prove themselves wrong. That's what the scientific scientific method is all about.
Falsifiability.
There you go. And that's why your logic is flawed. I don't think you understand the scientific method. And please don't put words in my mouth because I like to read before I get embarrass myself like that. So
And I think
always read your source.
And I think that last point that you made is a great point, Chris, because I think a lot of religious people think science is trying to prove itself right, and science is actually looking to prove itself wrong.
Yeah.
Great
so
point.
There you go, sis.
I have that, Bobby.
You got that? All right.
Yeah, I do.
So I think that's important. Yeah, Naphtali, you can't keep saying we don't understand the origin of life, thus we can't understand evolution. So there's the real thing is
two different mechanisms, two different things.
it's two different things, man. Just two different. So scientists do not need to understand the origin of life to develop and support the theory of evolution. Theory of evolution explains the diversity of life and the
That's correct.
processes by which the species change over time through mechanisms such as natural selection, as Charles Darwin, and genetic drift. So I just wanted to let you know, Naphtali, it does not address how life initially originated. All right. So while understanding the origin of life is significant scientific endeavor, okay, it is not the prerequisite.
Can I speak now? Is it time
Hold
for
on.
me?
It's not. Let me make my point. Hold on. Mute out. All right. It is not the prerequisite for formulating or validating the theory of evolution. So I'm not going to keep going back over that again. You would have to bring a source that says the only way you can understand evolution is through understanding the origin of life. So if you want to speak on that, then bring a source that says that the only way to understand evolution is through the origin of life. All right. So we don't want to keep going back and forth. Go ahead, Naphtali. I'm gonna mute out. Apollo Bay, you can just hit the link though.
Thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to come on here tonight. This is actually a great conversation. I'm actually having a really great time. And Chris, you just don't know how much you actually proved my point more than what you really think. Okay. And let me explain how that's possible. So what you said was the earth was not inhabitable to even withhold life. You have to think about that. You have to think about what you're saying here. What I'm talking about is the origin of life. That's very important because before we get to the apes and before we get to the monkeys and all that good stuff, we have to know, where did these organic compounds come from? Where did the molecules come from? I don't have to agree. I don't agree with this. What you're saying, Chris, I agree with you. But you have to understand that this is what your science is teaching. See, right here, in The Origin of Life, which was published in 1924, right? It says that O'Parent speculated that life has emerged through random processes in a biochemical soup that once existed in the oceans. Now it says, according to that theory, it says spontaneous or origination of life requires the presence of correct mix of chemicals and free energy. So right here is letting us know that you have to have the correct mix of chemicals and free energy for all of this to happen. And what you guys are teaching your audience here is that non-living matter, which refers to anything that was never alive. You guys are saying that non-living matter created living matter. How is that plausible? How is that possible? And that's what your theory is teaching. Okay? Your theory is teaching that these organic molecules necessary for life, remember that, had been created in the atmosphere of early Earth by such forces as lightning, electric discharges from the sun, wind, ultraviolet light, and meteorites. They say these molecules rained from the atmosphere into the primitive oceans, where the free energy necessary for life, organizations were supplied by deep sea hydrothermal vents, hot springs, volcanoes, and earthquakes. Over the decades so right there, they just told you how life was created. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, then you need to rethink what you believe in. Because this requires you to believe in it, which is also a religion. Okay? Because religion makes you have to believe it because you cannot prove it. So what you guys are doing right now is showcasing how you don't understand your own belief system. So my thing is that, hold on. You said, why do I keep repeating myself? No, I'm not repeating anything. This has not been answered. This has not been answered. Please debunk me right now. Tell me, Naphtali, we do have that. We do understand how life came from non-life. We do understand that meteorites rained down on rocks and all of a sudden organic compounds, very sophisticated organic compounds spawned and then started to create fish. And then all of a sudden these fish, this is your belief, honey. Is you exactly what? It sounds crazy, doesn't it? Here, read it. Go into it.
Yeah, so you took
First off, you need to slow down.
I'm taking my time. If you need me to hold on, if you need me, please. If you need me to slow down, I will.
I gotta let other people go. You just
Juju, I've been very quiet. I've been very peaceful with you guys. I've been very patient. Let me say this to you, okay? The thing is, this is the theories. You have panspermia, and you also have the prebiotic soup theory. Also, there is the abiogenesis theory. So my thing is, you have these three theories. Now, these are all theories. Are they true? No. But this is what they're coming up with to try to understand where your apes and your monkeys came from. We're not even talking about getting to the fact that this ape turned into you. We're trying to get into the point where we're trying to understand where these molecules, these rocks that it rained on, where did these organic compounds came from? Where did these organic molecules spawn from? That's what we need to understand, is where these organic compounds, and these organic compounds are very complex. We understand that. We know that one atom, one gene, and we know that one atom, one molecule right there has so much DNA and so much, what is it called? Intelligence within it, in the design within this, right? So you guys are saying that non-living came from living. You have to think about that. And thank you.
We've never once talked about any type of non-living.
I'm sorry, non-living created living. Excuse me, you're saying that non-living. You're saying that non-living created living. Excuse me. I do apologize for that. Non-living created living.
All right, go ahead. You mute out Naphtali. Go ahead, Juju.
Not once did we ever make that claim or even discuss non-living created living. If you want to get into abiogenesis, we can, but you probably messed that up. Secondly, you cannot come on this panel with a book from 1924 talking about that's what we believe. That's what you're not going to do. So science works in the way, if it doesn't have evidence for something, it doesn't recognize that thing. So the things that we recognize, particularly pseudo killers, are things we have evidence for. And I have to ask you, what type of theory are you talking about?
Oh, don't answer a question.
You talking about a nomenclature theory, like a regular theory? Because we're talking about scientific theory, and we've told you 1,000 times none of that stuff you're talking about has any relevance as far as a scientific theory. So if you want to talk about science, you have to keep it in the lines and nomenclature of science, and you have not been doing that. And next time, bring me a source that's earlier than 1924. That's what you're not going to do. Pick the 1924 source to come up here and badger us with this ill-informed rhetoric is wild to me. So that's what you're not going to do. We deal with things that we can prove. Science, that's when we talk about science, when pseudo killers are talking about science, it's things we have evidence for, not things we don't know anything about. If we don't have the answer to it, we don't know. Scientists will always tell you, if you ask them a question, very good scientist, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he would say he does not know. We do not have the answer for that. And if that does not satisfy you, then we simply can't help you. Then you go figure that out, because that is the answer. What we don't know is what we don't know. What we have the answers for, the facts, the evidence for, is what we teach and what we go by. That's how we build foundation. The foundation of scientific inquiry is built on what we know. That's why we have all this technology based on science and technology that we know we have the answer for, Naphtali.
So you got the source, right, Juju?
Yeah, I do.
So I want to make this point, so we don't got to go back and forth, and you probably go back to your community and run around with this. That's fine. So as of now, scientists have not definitively determined how life originated on Earth. the emergence of life from non-living matter known as
Told her that an hour
abiogenesis.
ago. I want to make the note. I told her this an hour ago. Go ahead.
Known as abiogenesis remains one of the science's most profound mysteries. While various hypotheses have been proposed, none have conclusively proven. All right, so I'm saying I just don't know. So that should be enough. Just explain it through your Bible. Yeah, that's space. Go ahead. Put the gap in there where we don't know and fill it in with the Bible. That's cool. But you can't continue to say we don't understand how life evolved. Go to the source, Juju. Let me show the source. I want to show the source.
Yeah,
and so we can just make sure we know. We don't gotta. It's not a religion, right? We can actually say, well, we don't know.
exactly.
That's not a problem.
We don't
So the
speak
source is
roots. We don't do garden gaps.
BMC, good source. Nature, from the journal Nature, spring. It says the theory of evolution is not an explanation for the origin of life. And I'm gonna just keep pounding it because you should not keep saying this. If you're gonna be honest and not throw the scam out there, see, now I'm gonna say you scamming. If you keep saying that one, you need to know the origin of life to understand evolution, then you scam me because I showed you all kinds of sources and repeatedly showed you that. And I know you can read because you read the daggone Bible. If you keep saying the theory of evolution has anything to do with the origin of life, then I'm going to say you scamming at this point because I've repeatedly showed you the theory of evolution does not have anything to do with the origin of life. We can actually not know where the hell life came from. It could have came from a Cracker Jack box. It could have came from the Holy Bible in Genesis some damn where. All right? That has nothing to do with us understanding the origin of life. So if you keep repeating that on YouTube, on your Facebook, I'm going to say you scamming the Naphtali because that's not what science says. That's what you're saying. That's not fast. And now you're being disingenuous if you keep saying it. That would not be right to do that. So don't keep saying that because then I'm going to say you scamming. I would not keep saying that Moses' name ain't Moses is Booty Boo. You're like, what? Moses' name is Booty Boo.
Excuse me. All I say is let me know when I can respond. Thank you.
I will let you know when I respond.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm simply saying, if you say Moses' name is Moses, and I say no, it's Booty Boo, at a certain point, you're gonna say, bro, we just read it in the Bible. It says Moses. You keep saying Booty Boo. Why do you keep saying this? Why do you keep teaching the people this Booty Boo? That's what you're doing to us. You say, aren't you scamming? Because you read Moses. We went to the Hebrew. It say Moses. It don't say Booty Boo. Go ahead, Juju. Read that. The abstract.
The abstract reads as the propagation of misconceptions about the theory of biological evolution must be addressed whenever and whenever they are encountered. Whenever and wherever. The recent article by Paz Yamino and Espinoza in this journal contained several such misconceptions, including that biological evolution explains the origin of life, confusion between biological and cosmological evolution, and the use of the term Darwinism, all of which we will address here. We argue that science educators and biology educators particularly must be aware of these and other misconceptions and work to remove them from their classrooms.
So there you have it. So Darwinism actually happened after Darwin was dead. Biological evolution and cosmological evolution, they're all two separate things. So we're gonna stop that. I'm not gonna continue to argue back and forth from something that's not even science. That's pseudoscience to say. It's pseudoscientific to say that you got to know, quote unquote, the origin of life for evolution, and without it, you won't. That's a pseudoscientific idea. So go ahead, Chris.
Yes. So, based on her flawed logic, I think that Ankh has proven you wrong and incorrect about evolution as it pertains to the origin of life. It has nothing to do with that. I think Juju has proved you wrong, and I think you're using this form of circular reasoning and begging the question. And this is what I mean by this. You're just reading stuff that you truly don't understand. You started it off with the primordial soup theory. Then you went to panspermia. which agreed with evolution
Yeah.
on how life evolved. And then you appealed to ignorance by reading a book from 1924, and you did not read a current article. And there are plenty of scientific articles that you could have pulled to read. Now, there are also scientific journals that have been peer reviewed, and they've been peer reviewed because they have been experiments that have proven the theories and hypotheses correct. Science works to disprove itself, not prove itself. So, since you're on here asking a lot of questions, I think Ankh ended it because I was going to try and pull a source like that, and I think he just did a great job.
Yeah.
Are you willing now to explain to us the Earth being 6,000 years old? Prove that with science using the same science methodology that you've been using, and show us how God made the sun on the fourth day. Can you please explain that to us, since you have so many questions pertaining to science? Because see, scientific evaluation will tell you, how do you quantify a day when the sun is made on the fourth day? So how did you get 1, 2, and 3 days? So we would like to know those things so we can have a balanced conversation here, versus you just using this flawed circular logic that you have. So everything you presented proves evolution so far. Ankh proved to you that evolution has nothing to do with the origin of life. There are some things in science that have not been explained. And that's fair to say. But just because we don't know the origin of life doesn't make the Bible correct, because that's what you're really arguing. You want your book to be correct. And the King James Bible, let me let you know now, is a Christian document. Okay, it's not an Israelite document. It's not an ancient Judean text. It's not. All right, so just want to throw that in there also. Go ahead, guys.
Can I say something real quick?
Okay, am I able to speak now, or?
No, Savion gonna talk and then you can go.
Okay.
All right. I just put a link in a Discord chat from Inverse, and it's speaking on the 4 building blocks of life and where they came from. I'm going to read 2 paragraphs.
So that's not the origin of life. Like,
before those building blocks created the origins. So without those building blocks, life wouldn't be here. Without amino acids, lipids, carbohydrates.
Yeah, we know that's no. We know that's legitimate. The point is, we don't know the recipe, how to put it together.
How to put it together.
Yeah, that's the issue.
And that's the circular reasoning that Chris is getting at, because science hasn't figured out the recipe.
Like
how those 4 building.
Like the cake. If you're gonna build a cake, do you put the eggs and the such and such together and then that?
Right.
Or do you put it all? In certain ingredients, if you put it all together and mix it, it's gonna mess it up. Y'all know that, right?
It's gonna mess it up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Which ones go together before you put that together and all that? They don't know that. Yep. That's right.
And that's why I think she keeps making. I don't know if it's at this point it does sound intentional to me.
Yeah, it's intentional. She keeps saying that. Yeah,
I'm just keep it real. It sounds intentional because science is willing to say they don't know certain things.
Right. There's a lot of stuff they don't know.
And that's because science is looking to prove itself wrong, not right. The only thing that has to prove itself right is religions. And that's why for 6,000 plus years they have been been proven wrong. So again, the questions that Chris posed about the sun being created on the 4th day is something I asked a long time ago. Long time ago, because it was something that didn't make sense to me. How did we have 3 days and 3 nights without a sun and the moon? Everything that I know about a day entails a sun. I don't know anything about time without a sun. So how did time move without a sun? And it clearly says that in verses 13 through 16 that Yahweh, God, created the sun. He created the greater light and the lesser light, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. And he created the stars also on the fourth day. So again, the question Chris asks is very valid if you're going to continue to try to berate us and belittle us with what you want to call a belief in science, when it's the acceptance of what science has been able to discover with their investigations and prove with their investigations. So until you prove to us that there was 3 days and 3 nights without the sun and the moon, other than because that's what you believe, and you can show us with evidence that this happened other than Genesis, then we will accept that. But all this berating, I'm cool.
All right, she good. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. And while she going, I want to show a picture of, man, you know what? I'm proud of these dudes right here, yo. Y'all tripping. This was about for me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Y'all tripping. Right? I always you know what I'm saying? I ain't sitting here just talking. Y'all be bugged out, yo. I'm, you know what I mean? If I push college and stuff like that, yo, that's what I'm saying, man. I just want to put my sons. I'm proud of these 2 dudes right here, yo. Y'all, I don't care what y'all say.
Twins. Facts.
Hey, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, yo. I'm going right here.
They twins and they your twins.
I appreciate these 2 human beings right here.
They went to UGA.
Where y'all at?
That's the Bulldogs.
Man, I ain't telling you where my kids went to school at. People looking at my kids. I'm just saying, man. I'm proud of them dudes right there. Right?
You got to tell me though.
Yeah, I promote science and science literacy, man. Kids graduate, man. My daughter about to graduate. I got Salvador just started, and my son, he's in the 11th grade now. Man, he getting big. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
And we trying to figure out where he want to go at, what he want to do. All right, so it is what it is, man. But I just want to say shout out Tyrell and Tyree, man. Love these dudes right here, man. They got that Bobby West smile right there. See that? That's yeah, that don't change, man. That's
right.
That's life in action, right there. That's evolution. That's the chromosomes. That's real right there. Go ahead, Naphtali. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute out and let you go. As long as you don't make that mistake. Now, I'm gonna have to call you. I'm gonna say you scamming if you make that mistake. You can just say beat us up on we don't know. I like that. You can have that. Go ahead, Naphtali. I'm muted out.
Thank you guys so much. Well, the thing is this, guys. So, when I talked to you about the primordial soup, so when you do a little bit further research, it's actually called the Oparin-Haldane hypothesis. Okay. So when you look into the Oparin-Haldane hypothesis, this is actually still currently being taught in school. It's actually, you can go into the Britannica. This is actually found in the Britannica, where it talks about that organic compound molecules could have formed abiogenically. So right there within the primordial ooze, so you guys can look into the Oparin-Haldane theory. It's also found in Khan Academy. So they're actually still teaching this. If you go into the Khan Academy, it tells you that the Earth was formed at 4.5 billion years. They tell you that the oldest fossil to ever form was 3.5 billion years. And then when you keep going down, they say how life was arisen. They tell you was the Oparin-Haldane hypothesis. So you all are telling me, well, don't bring this up. Well, you guys have to explain to me, why is this still being taught within schools? You guys laugh at. Hold on, excuse me.
It's been replaced.
Man,
No, the Haldane. No, right here it says, yes, the Oparin-Haldane hypothesis, also known as the primordial soup theory, is still taught in schools as the foundational concept regarding the origin of life on Earth. It's also found in the Khan Academy. If you guys don't know what Khan Academy is, this is my children actually use the Khan Academy. If you go into there, this is actually a teaching source. They can assign, teachers can come on here and assign homework assignments and also teach your children. So my thing is this, you guys say I keep providing circular reasoning. No, what I'm providing to you is what's being taught. And what you guys are, this is a evolutionary channel. And you guys need to explain you need to teach me. I'm the one that's ignorant here because you're telling me that I need to believe in evolution. So with that understanding, then you all need to tell me why I'm wrong and how, believing in a deity or a God is incorrect and how I should believe in evolution. And with that understanding, chemical evolution, right? You guys understand chemical evolution. You guys say, well, this isn't evolution, but this is actually chemical evolution. And chemical evolution is evolution. And guess what? The old parent Haldane hypothesis is chemical evolution. So therefore, it is evolution. So when you guys say, oh, this is an evolution, oh, this is pseudo, well, guess what? It's taught in schools. It's taught to our children. It's currently being taught right now. And it's also found in the Encyclopedia Britannica, which is a source for people who are in universities and colleges, right? It gets in the Britannica is way better than your Wikipedia, correct? So my thing is this. The thing is this. You all believe in you believe in this, and that's okay. I may not be able to call it a religion. We can call it a belief, and that's so. And you guys just own up to the fact that you have a belief, that this isn't science, that this is a belief, because you have to believe in it. And like you said to me, science does not know. You don't know, and you may want to think twice about maybe not trying to throw away a God because you don't know. And my thing is that I'd rather bet on a God than to bet on these so-called science or these so-called humans, because they don't know. And what they're teaching people out there, guys out there listening, what they're teaching you guys is that it rained on some rocks and life came. Now, if you guys think it's funny that a deity took mud and created life from mud, then how does it sound when you say it all of a sudden it just started to rain, and then this organic compound started to create, and then all of a sudden life came. We haven't even gotten to the part with the monkeys turning into humans.
All right. So we hear you preaching, and I listen to
Relax. You gotta go in order. Was you finished, Naphtali? I guess he was finished. Juju, you want to add something to that? I don't know yeah.
So
Chris?
yeah,
Go ahead, Juju.
I'm
Go
still
ahead.
here. They teach creation in some schools. What you should have said is they teach it in some schools. Until you give us some statistics on how many schools is taught in to validate your claim, we will never know. That could be 2 or 3 private homeschools for all we know that's taught in. From my understanding, it's not taught. I don't see it in Florida's curriculum, and I looked, because you can look up the curriculum of the school. So maybe it's taught where you live. You might want to check your testing scores and also the rate of people going to college where you live. That might be a problem. That's all I got to say about that. We're not going to keep going through the back and forth. We've already shown how that's not a scientific theory, how that's not validated in science as we speak today. So, other than that, it really don't matter. They teach in the Bible and creation in school, and I definitely don't agree with that, because that has no way to validate that. That's based off of just pure speculation. So, go figure. But
Chris?
Yeah, once again, she went back to the primordial soup and she read down to the Oparin theory, which is just a theory that has never been tested, and it
never.
hasn't been proven.
We
That's first
read
of all.
that. I know
Yeah.
me and Chris read it when we read over it.
Yeah.
You would play that stupid. You would play that card and you got smushed with it.
So yeah, that's
Doesn't
what it
change
is. This is
the
the pseudo killers, huh? Okay, so the parents theory has never been tested. It's a theory, right? And it's concerning the origin of life. And once again, her logic is flawed because she's saying that we believe in old parents theory. She hasn't linked it to anything that you guys have been discussing or we've been trying to discuss here. Two, I asked, she said it's taught in schools. She
Yeah.
said plural. And when I asked her, what school, I interrupted her. Sorry about that. I asked her what school. She said Khan Academy. Well, the problem with Khan Academy is, let's share this. And this is why Ankh is saying you pseudo scamming. It is not an accredited school because it
Right.
does not function as a traditional school, meaning it does not provide a full curriculum, issue diplomas, or oversee student learning in a way that would qualify for accreditation. It is primarily intended as a supplementary learning tool to reinforce existing education and not replace it entirely. It is not a university, it is not a high school, and it is not a charter either. So you were incorrect there. And now what I fear that you're doing, sis, is you're just appealing to your own ignorance. And it's getting quite ridiculous at this point. So science wins again. Brought to you by common sense.
Science
So
wins. Critical and logical thinking, Chris. Common sense
Rational.
is what she's using.
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
would like to say this. There's a difference between teaching something and saying that something is the answer. So they're just, if they are teaching it, they just make you familiarize with what it is. How is there something wrong with that? The way you make it sound, and this is the scam, you make it sound like they teaching as if scientists have figured out the origin of life. That's not what they would be doing. They just simply make you familiar with the different stabs at it. Like, you don't do that.
That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah, let's stay right where it's at. There's a lot of things in science class that they teach about, right? And we're supposed to be, specifically African Americans, we're supposed to be familiar with the different ideas besides the daggone church on how life may have originated. What's wrong with that? It broadens your view. The mistake that was made in the African American community was this: when the babies at 5, 4, and 3, when they started to talk and they said, mommy, daddy, how do we become humans? How do we be this? Where we come from? They should have took you to a science book, or say, when you go to school, depending on their age, ask the science teacher. Look at some science textbooks. You know what we did? We sent them to dang-on Bible study. Ask your preacher. Crazy. So yeah, come on. So yeah, you got to stop going back to the origin. The conversation is not even about that. We can have a whole conversation based around that if you want to. The point
Hey,
is,
question. Oh, I was going to ask you a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Is evolution still being presented in humans? Homo sapiens sapiens today?
Mm-hmm.
Because see,
Say
if
it
we can
again.
do that, is evolution still being presented in Homo sapiens sapien today?
Is it still happening?
Yeah,
Is it still happening?
I
Yes.
got an
Still
article.
evolving,
Yeah,
right?
Constantly
yeah,
evolving.
we're still evolving. Yeah, I
Okay,
can bring an
so we
article up right now.
pull an article up real quick on that, and we could show how we could show evolution in humans today, and this is going
Yeah.
to debunk you right on the spot, because if we can show it going forward, we can definitely go backwards and show how we evolved, because now you have to disprove the archaeological tangible evidence that has been pulled out of the ground that predates the 6,000-year-old theory that you presented on your Facebook page. Naphtali, I don't think you're being genuine here on this panel right now. Begging the question's not going to work today. It's time for you to put up now. I have to call you on this because you were addressing me, and I stay very cordial with you on the Facebook chat. So, which Ankh invited me to, by the way. When
Want
I talk,
everybody to read
yeah,
Get his sister some followers. You know, I always like Naphtali. I like her conversation. I ain't tripping off it.
yeah.
I don't
So
never
if
trip
let's
off
show
her. Yo, we
evolution,
always cordial,
us
man.
humans today. Let's show evolution today, and it's using science. You can just go backwards and prove it from today on backwards. We can go back evolution
Uncontrovertible, yo.
past 7,000 years.
It's actually uncontrovertible, yo. Ain't no getting away from it. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're
No
not gonna
wisdom
be able
teeth
to.
in children today,
Yeah, you're not gonna get away with that.
smaller
You're not
jaw
gonna be.
lines.
Yeah, you're not gonna be the wisdom teeth.
Some
Wisdom
wisdom
teeth.
teeth. Fact.
Not don't fit no more in humans. That's why everybody get their wisdom teeth pulled.
I
Our
have it.
ancestors wasn't getting their wisdom teeth pulled.
Mine's in my jaw.
I
Never gave me an issue either.
See, but that's how it worked, though, ain't it? Everybody don't get an issue with it, do it.
No,
I
I never had issue with
I pulled one up, if you don't mind. I just
it.
All
pulled a
right,
quick.
go ahead. Damn, I
Yeah.
couldn't get it to it.
If you find one real quick,
I got it. Here you go,
okay,
right
pull it.
here.
Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Humans origins become okay. There
Somebody
you
said
go.
hair.
What's about to say? All right, here you go, Juju. So right here it says humans are evolving before your eyes. Look, on the Tibetan plateau. There you go. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. Why you playing?
Okay, got it. Humans are evolving before our eyes on the Tibetan plateau. So humans are not yet done cooking. We're continuing to evolve and adjust to the world around us. The records of our adaptation is written in our bodies. We know that there are some environments that can make us unwell. Mountain climbers often succumb to altitude sickness, the body's reaction to a significant drop in atmospheric pressure, which means less oxygen is taken in with each breath. This means the higher you go, you get altitude sickness. And yet, in high altitudes on the Tibetan plateau, where oxygen levels in the air people breathe are notably lower than lower altitudes, human communities thrive. In the more than 10,000 years, the region has been settled. The bodies of these living there, body of those living there, tired, have changed in ways that allow the inhabitants to make the most of an atmosphere that for most humans would result in not enough oxygen being delivered via blood cells to the body's tissues, a condition known as hypoxia. Adaptation to high altitude hypoxia is fascinating because the stress is severe, experienced equally by everyone at a given altitude and quantifiable. Anthropologist Cynthia Bill of Case Western Reserve University in the U.S. told Science Alert.
There
It is
you
a
go.
beautiful.
So you can stop right there. So there you go. That's proof positive that there are humans right now that can live in high altitudes. Right now, they have evolved to that. You go on that high altitude, your ass is grass.
You're going to pass out. You're
Gonna
going to
pass
need
out,
to
fall out,
carry
all
an
that.
oxygen can with you
Yeah.
while you're
Yeah.
still up there. And you
Mhm.
better hope to God you don't die.
You gotta wear the mask.
All right.
Yep,
Let's
there you
let's
go.
talk about what is it? Somebody put the name in the chat. The Southeast Asian people who can literally stand water for a significant amount of time.
Yeah, that's under you can pull that up on Wikipedia now.
Yeah,
They've entered that into Wikipedia now as a proof of evolution in
correct.
humans today. So when you say
Yeah,
evolution is not real, Naphtali, no, it's very real because it's scientific. So
correct.
you can't get around that. There's just
And
no
we
way
have
around.
and we have evidence for it,
Of
so there's
Apollo
no
Bay.
need to believe in anything.
Look at this down here, astrophysics.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
You're doing too much, Apollo.
What's up,
Astrophysics
Francis?
support natural processes. We
Yeah,
explain
you
that how
tripping.
the elements
That's
of the
crazy.
stars are the same
Unnatural
elements on the
processes.
periodic chart, same elements that help make up our bodies.
Unnatural
Life,
processes.
so it's a natural process.
Francis, you want to say
You're
something,
so loud
Francis?
and wrong, Apollo Bay.
Yeah, you
Stop it.
bugged out. Francis, what's
Can
on your
science
mind, man?
and what
Take
we
this
call
last caller right
spirituality
here.
coexist, or are they two different things?
Say it again. Go ahead, Francis.
Can science and spirituality coexist, or
All
are
the
they
time.
different things?
Absolutely. They do it all the time.
Ask
They
the
do it all the
Vatican.
time.
Ask the
Yeah, ask
Vatican.
Yeah, ask them.
The Vatican has space observatory owned and operated by the priests of the Vatican. They do it all the time. You can look it up right now. Go ahead. Look up this space telescope that the Vatican runs and have been running since, what's his name? Pope George the 15th. I might be getting the
Since
name wrong.
Galileo.
Since Galileo, but I'm talking about the space observatory.
Oh, the Catholic Church put up there. They got one.
The Catholic Church
What's
has
it
been
called?
since Pope something the 15th.
Yeah, they
It's,
actually
it's
shoot
called
the
the
Christian
Vatican
Church.
Observatory.
Christian Church
So
actually fixed the calendar. Came up with AD. They fixed
yes,
the
yes,
calendar. Yo.
the Gregorian calendar from
They
the
fixed
other
the calendar.
calendar. That
It
was
was
part
just
of what that same Pope did it, is what I'm saying. Whatever his name.
yeah. So that's yeah. It can. They've been coexisting for as long as science develop. Of course, but you
Correct.
can't mix them though. That's the point. Can't mix them.
Yeah, they don't mix them.
They
They
don't
do
mix. You
something
can't mix.
that's unique. We spoke to Naphtali earlier. We could say, they do that and they have excellent scientific rigor. Listen to what I'm saying. They have excellent scientific rigor, right? On top of that scientific rigor, they say, all glory be to God, or God created that or whatever. That's fine as long as the science is not tainted by some God of the gap notion. Are we in full understanding what I just said?
Who is
Yes.
this person?
So here's
But
another question. Is the Ankh a spiritual symbol, a scientific?
Oh my God.
I'm just asking.
Oh,
So
this?
see,
You
and,
about
and,
this?
and
let me answer this.
Spiritual or both?
You mean this right here?
Yes.
Mm.
It's
This
a
is the
spiritual
it's
symbol.
actually in a no. It's actually in a glyphs. It's the word
It's a
life.
shoe strap, though.
Yeah, it's just the word life. Really, it's in the glyph. Whenever you see this, it's the word life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
But the symbol
so
is a shoe strap.
it's life.
Okay, but is it a
so
spiritual?
so the one thing
I guess you could. I
was
guess you could make it anything you want. I don't know. For me,
No,
I just wear it for
I'm
life.
just
I don't know.
saying, it's a
I've
shoe
been
Listen,
strap. I
I've
mean,
been
it's
trying not to
um,
interrupt people,
all right. Well, don't then. Don't. We got
but
you.
I've been trying to speak
You was
for a
talking.
minute.
You got you talking. Hold, let Francis finish. Go ahead, Francis.
Right, but we understand when you read the primary text, right? You have a word
Okay.
like, which is considered a quote unquote spiritual thing,
Okay.
but the word day is Ra.
You said the
The
what?
word you're saying, you're speaking about the Ankh, but you do understand when you read the language, the word Ankh deals with quote unquote spirituality. But when you deal with words like today, yesterday, and tomorrow, the word Ra is in those words.
Okay.
you're not doing
And
that.
I'm just trying to figure out this point though. Go ahead. I'm listening. What's your point, Francis?
That's the point that I'm making. Even though
You
it's
ain't
considered,
making no point.
We
But
talking
it's
about
not science.
science.
Are you trying
though.
to mix the? You saying the science? You still on the science point?
No.
yes, I'm
No,
saying that you can say that the Ankh is a scientific symbol. When you
no,
look,
Oh no. You can't
it's
say that.
not.
you're not gonna say it.
No, we
It's
can't
not.
say that. Right. It's not a
Mm.
scientific symbol.
Nah,
It's a
man, it's
symbol
not,
for
bro.
life.
Do you
Yeah, you got it.
translate and transliterate the meta
See
nature?
what I'm
Do you
saying?
Yeah,
do
I
any
don't,
type
it
of
don't.
reading, or do y'all just pontificate? Because there's people here that have actually done a little bit of that and
No,
been
no,
and
no.
I can tell
So
you now
so
that
what so what has been
it's
happening?
religion.
I'm
It's
I'm not
religion.
I'm not promoting religion. I'm just saying when you speak the language.
It's
No,
not science. It wasn't science wasn't even invented yet when they put this on though, yo. You know that, right?
pseudoscience.
Okay,
So
I'll give
Modern
so
that.
what
science
has
wasn't
been
there.
so what has been happening?
But what
So
I'm
what has been happening is we have been acquiescing to
Yeah,
faulty
you talked over.
premises.
You talked over.
Hey, I apologize, but I've been waiting for a minute, and
I know
everybody's been talking,
your
and
mic
I'm
is
supposed to sit.
loud. No, just
Yeah,
turn your mic down a
but
little bit. You good.
I don't know I didn't know my mic was that loud. I
Yeah,
apologize.
you mic in. I'm finna cut my volume down.
I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah,
Go
So
ahead.
good.
I
Go ahead.
apologize for that. So
Yeah, that's
the
all I
one
was saying.
thing,
Baby. Go ahead.
my bad. I apologize for that. So the one thing that we've been doing
Mm-hmm.
and we've allowed them to do is we've acquiesced to faulty premises, and this is one thing that I learned from you. We do not acquiesce to faulty premises. Chris laid some parameters and some questions. Every question that they've asked, we've answered. We showed them where we get our answers from and why we stand on the evidence that we have presented to them. It is no longer our burden to keep playing their game of ignorance. And I want to ask these gotcha questions. At some point, one of these people that think science cannot explain life has to use their system, whatever it is, to explain this shit. Simple as that.
Yeah, what brand is your mic? That mic is miking. Mic check, mic 213.
I'm glad he got a good mic. He finally got a good damn
Jesus.
mic.
She said that mic is miking.
He finally got a good mic.
Yeah.
All right, Naphtali, or who was next? Was it Chris or Naphtali?
I didn't mean to cut you, but I didn't want to go too far off in those Raptors, sir. I don't.
Yeah, we
I'm
are.
not
We
trying to be
are bad.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
But if we ever talk about the Egyptian conversation, you can bring that up then. But we don't want to conflate a scientific one after we busted on pseudos. We don't want to do that, okay?
Yeah.
But we're showing how they can work in tandem. I think that's the correct way to say it. Okay.
I don't know about in tandem. I know they
Well,
can
you
exist
can
at
be
the same time.
religious and still be scientific. Scientists do it all the time, but they separate it. They leave their religion at the door. Okay. But that doesn't mean that they're no longer religious. Hence, in tandem. I'm choosing my words wisely.
No doubt.
You want me to read this?
All right, so we were dealing with humans are still evolving, and one of the things that Sister Naphtali continues to say is we believe this. No, we don't believe, we know. It's like when I say I don't believe God exists. No, I know God doesn't exist, because if that God existed that people pray to, the world will have a lot of problems. All right. So I want to read this to you, and this is from Scientific American and this is a part of the article that says humans are still evolving here. And we're going to read this because I want to get to this part right here. It says skeletons of ancient people have long suggested that humans evolved certain traits swiftly and recently. About 11,000 years ago, as people started to transition from hunting and gathering to farming and cooking, human anatomy change. 10,000 years ago, for example, people's teeth averaged more than 10% larger in Europe, Asia, and North Africa than today. When our ancestors started to eat softer cooked foods that required less chewing, their teeth and jaws shrank bit by bit each generation. I want to read a little bit more, and I'm going to give it back to Sister Naphtali here. Although anthropologists have known about such traits for decades, only in the past 15 years or so has it become clear just how new they really are. Studies of human genomes have made the recent targets of selection highly visible to us. It turns out, for example, that descendants of farmers are much more likely to have a greater production of salivary amylase, a key enzyme that breaks down starches in food. Most people alive today have several copies of the gene codes for amylase, which is the AMY1. Modern hunter-gatherers, such as the Datoga in Tanzania, tend to have far fewer copies than people whose ancestors came from farming populations, whether they live in Africa, Asia, or the Americas. So what this article is saying that in the last 11,000 years, they can just study the skeletons of humans today versus primitive humans of the Bronze Age and see that there has been evolution in our skeletal frames, mainly our jaw lines, within our teeth, probably within our hands too, because conditions were a lot harsher 11,000 years ago, and your body is going to evolve. Evolve to the conditions that's surrounding it. You know, you got to imagine 11,000 years ago, we're living out in the open. You know, there's no homes with heat or anything like that. So you're going to have more hair, as somebody said in the audience. Your bones are going to be a lot more probably thicker. Your jawline is going to be broader because you're chewing rawer meat, and your teeth are going to be a lot larger and larger brow lines, et cetera, et cetera. So this is how we prove evolution. And I'm only speaking in scientific terms. Anything that that I lack, I'll give it to Juju and Ankh up here. But I just want to continue to prove to Naphtali is that we don't believe this. It's already been proven, so we know. Therefore, we can say we have knowledge of these things, and we don't have faith. Hebrews chapter 11 says that faith is the evidence of things not seen. So which means the things that you believe in aren't even tangible, sis. So let's get right back onto it. All right, guys, thank you.
Right on. That's the that's pretty much the theme of the show. Like we acquiesce to the evidence.
Yeah.
To what has already
Is
been
it my
proven.
turn now?
Yeah, we're gonna let you finish it off.
All right, thank you all so much. So as you
Yeah,
know,
you ain't gonna be able to go
as-
as long as you normally go. Go ahead.
that's fine. No need to. So the thing is, you guys talked about we've talked about the primordial soup theory. We talked about the Apolline theory. All of that actually is chemical evolution. That's what that is chemical evolution. And guess what? Chemical evolution is evolution. It's just a chemical version, and there's the chemical and then there's the biological. And guess what? Chemical evolution is taught in wherever evolution is taught, chemical evolution is taught. So when you guys want to talk about the Apolline theory, the theory of the prebiotic soup, primordial soup, however you want to call it, it's chemical evolution. And guess what? You guys have a chemical of the gaps problem, because right now you have a gap between the chemical and then the biological. So the thing is that this isn't a theory. This is actually what's being taught. It's called chemical evolution. Now your issue is that you don't like it. And that's okay. But that's a part of evolution. Chemical evolution is evolution. And you all can take your time and you can Google that yourselves. But my thing is this, like I said to you guys before, chemical evolution is indeed evolution. And what chemical evolution is, it refers to the gradual process where simple atoms and molecules present on early Earth transform into more complex chemical compounds, eventually leading to the building blocks of life through natural chemical reactions. I know it sounds funny, but that's what they're teaching to our children and our youths currently to this day. This is the beginning. This is the precursor to evolution. I mean, to the biological. Remember, there's the chemical and then there's the biological. So right there, like I said, there is a chemical, so it says the formation of complex or organic molecules form from simpler inorganic molecules. So you have the complex organic molecules from simpler inorganic. So they're saying that the inorganic created the organic. So instead of saying non-living and living, it's inorganic created the organic, if that makes sense to you guys. So there we go. So the thing is that you all need to understand that the chemical evolution, which is what I've been speaking on this whole time I've been on here, I've been talking about it in different ways. But if you want to use it, the chemical, that means that that's how your life was created. It was created through the chemical evolution, which is still being currently taught, because it is evolution. It's the chemical variant of it versus the organic variant. So I just want to make sure you guys know that. And you all need to understand, if you don't like it, then you need to find out what is to take its place. You have to think about what you're teaching.
Would that be the book of Genesis?
That would definitely be a good, no, what it will be, no, what it would be is chemical evolution. That would be it. That's your religion. I mean, that's your science. That's what science is teaching. Science is teaching the formation of complex organic molecules from simpler inorganic molecules. So what they're saying to you is that inorganic molecules created organic molecules. So if it's non-living created living, however you want to explain it, it's chemical evolution, which is evolution, which is taught in all 50 states in the United States of America. And it's currently taught this very day. And this theory is very current and it's new. Okay, so everything you guys have been hitting me with, I've come to you with I've answered every single one of your questions. And with a thorough and thank you. And I hope you guys take this information and you investigate it and you study it and think twice about what you're actually, the gaps here. You have a big gap, which is very important. You need to understand how life was created. How was the organic created?
You starting to repeat yourself.
No, no need to repeat myself. I do apologize. I thank you guys so much for allowing me to come on, and you all have a good night.
All right, appreciate you, sis.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings to the Most High Cookie. Peace and blessings. Anyway, man, look, we had a great show, man. I'm glad the sister, we want to be able to have discourses. I wish her thing wasn't as. Matter of fact, I think the fact that was echoing, we had to mute out, actually gave her a chance to get it off. I felt like that's very successful show. And y'all got a chance to hear the back and forth on that. Y'all can make your own mind on it. But I gotta say, Naphtali, you're scamming. Because you found another way to hook up the origin of life. You just said it differently with evolution. Wow, she thought she had us right there. She did it again. You need to look up the term what evolution is. It's talking about chemical evolution and all that. That's nothing to do with biological human evolution.
Funny at this point.
Yeah, it don't got nothing to do with that. It's Dunning-Kruger. It absolutely is. Look, we had a powerful show, man. Got 129,000 building, man. Hit the daggone cash app, man. Show some love going out the door. Let me put that in there, man. Y'all playing, man. Why y'all playing, man? We got a powerful show, man. Y'all can hit me up on the email if you need to. Right, go ahead and get in the Discord. We have great conversations every day, man. The stars came out tonight, man. We had Chris MVP on this joint, man. Well, we got Stu Peas and the famous Juju and Mr. Francis was on here. Yeah, Francis. The unk is not look. It's not scientific. That's two different things. But don't mix them up, man. You mess yourself up, then, bro. We don't want you mess it up. Rob Rich. You got something to say in closing? What you got to say, Rob? We ain't doing the Black Egypt. We ain't doing that. What you got, Mr. Rob?
Never that, man. No, I want to say a couple of things about the people who pushing like the Hebrew Israelite, the Christianity thing. Mm-hmm. First thing is once we cracked the sky and went to the moon, any deity, God that was in the sky, that religion should have fallen apart. Bottom line, right? Now another thing, they say God, he made the earth, so he made the atmosphere, so he made everything, right? Mm-hmm. So why was he so adamant about stopping the people for building the Tower of Babel? Mm-hmm. Didn't he know that they wouldn't have been able to breathe at a certain altitude? Right? Then what the hell does switching the language of somebody got to do with what they're doing? I've built houses from the ground up, and I have worked with Mexicans who do not speak English. And guess what? We know what the agenda was. So how does a language barrier stop us from building the damn Tower of Babel? Like, you want us to believe a God is powerful and he gonna stop what he doing? Hey, let's stop these people from building this tower. They're gonna make it to us. Really? Like, seriously, man? That's what they're going with? We gotta wake up, man. We gotta wake up. It's sad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Come on, man. That's all I had to say, man.
Appreciate you diving in the building, man. We had a great show, man. Man, we got the scholar coming on too, man. Got Kate.
Oh yeah.
All right, bioanthropologist, man. All right, keep the conversations real serious, man. We appreciate this elder right here, man. Support the channel, man. I'm telling you. Hit the Cash App. We build this up, man. We can afford to pay people. Bringing in different guests, man. Y'all want to hear these speakers that y'all see on other channels. Y'all want to see the speakers that y'all see on YouTube, but you ain't never got a live interview with them right here, man. All right. We should spend our time talking to our educated elders. Simple as that. And experts This is an African American expert. He said let it be clear, right, that I'm centered in Africa. Let it be clear. All right. And so it's important that we listen to those who have got the credentials and who decide to move forward and educating our community, man. So that love right there, man. Y'all know y'all was listening to it's Friday. Atheist Friday, man, on the Community Skeptics, man. All right.
Like that.
Great Apes, Lost Hebrews, a case for the flying monkeys. Human evolution versus Naphtali.
That's funny.
I had that great conversation.
Oh, wow. And don't forget the primordial ooze, whatever she's saying.
He's enjoying ourselves, man. I ain't laughing
Primordial
with them.
ooze.
I got
Hey, repeat that title again.
Title of the show was Great Apes and the Lost Hebrews, a case of the flying monkeys. Human evolution versus the flying. Something's wrong with the MVP, boy. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
And the primordial ooze. Gotta add that.
I know y'all ain't right with that, man.
That's funny.
Y'all
That's funny. Case of the flying monkey, bro.
Oh man, boy. Hey, look, man. There's something wrong with you, Chris.
That's hilarious.
It's a good one, man. Hey, Chris, you do that show yet? You ain't do that show yet, did you? You must ain't went live yet.
Somebody finna get some Campbell soup. Bumped out primordial stew.
Oh shit!
They finna crack a can of
Chris
Campbell
out by
soup.
mistake. Hey, Chris, I made a mistake and put you out. Hit that link back, Chris.
Oh my God! Not you put him out.
Damn, I ain't mean to hit him out. That was a mistake. I was trying to, damn, killed him. Shot him up. He laughed himself out.
You shot him up by mistake.
That was a mistake.
You shot your own peoples up.
They're gonna make 10 videos. Boom, 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 boom. I ain't mean to do that, Chris. Come on, young man. I put that link back.
It was
in,
funny though.
Oh
God.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. Yeah, sorry about that, Chris. Yo. I meant to put the screen share down. Y'all messed it up, man. Hey, look, man, we had a powerful show, man. Hit the Cash App, man. All right. Let me check. Let me see. We'll give credit. All right. Give credit. Man, tell a friend. Tell them we up in here. Tell them we up in here, man. All right, I already shout out the Cash App, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Juju, man. When we doing the Galaxy and Above show, man. When we going back on that, man.
Yeah. We'll be back on sooner than later. Just just keep a lookout. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and make sure you hit those notifications. Make sure those notifications are coming in, okay? And yeah, we'll be back in a little bit sooner than later. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Pray one of my sponsors, man, out the door.
Hi, I'm J.O. Waters, and I'm the creator of the Oasis for Teachers YouTube channel. I create content for teachers who are feeling burnt out and need a refreshing and rejuvenating. On my channel, you'll find self-care tips, inspiration, and professional development. So if you're feeling burnt out as a teacher, please come and join us.
In this game of shadows, I won't hide. Bobby Banger from the block, seen it all raw tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game. Waking up minds, never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people.
Man, y'all was listening to the Community Skeptics, man. Good Juju, Bad Juju was in the building, man. I'm your host, Bobby Banger. And with that, we out.